latest gauge of inflation is just in. Consumer prices rose 3.4% last month from a year ago. That was down slightly from a 3.5% price rise in June. Month over month, prices up just 0.1% from June to July. There's lots of damage, lots of cleanup ahead after powerful storms raked an area stretching from Chicago to eastern Ohio and leaving at least one person dead.
Ohio's Governor Mike DeWine warned residents about the severe weather sweeping eastward.
We are in a very dangerous weather situation that really involves all of Ohio. Flooding danger is going to continue to go up for a while.
Near Chicago, tornado sirens sounded and flights were temporarily suspended Tuesday at the city's two major airports. More than 780,000 customers in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio lost power. Footage shows damaged roofs, flooded roads, and trees tangled in power lines. Audio courtesy WSYX WTTE. I'm Jennifer King.
The late Senator Lindsey Graham's sister has advanced to a runoff in the South Carolina Republican Senate primary.
South Carolina Senator conservative Darlene Graham getting the most votes in the Republican primary race, but not enough votes to win. So she will now face Congressman Ralph Norman in the August 25th runoff. Governor McMaster had appointed Darlene to serve the rest of Lindsey Graham's term after he passed away.
Correspondent Laura Winters. Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong has lost her bid for the Democratic nomination for governor in Wisconsin. David Crowley, endorsed by the party establishment, won by less than 1%. Was something of a surprise since multiple polls had given Hong a clear advantage. On Wall Street, ahead of this morning's opening bell, the Dow futures are up more than 100 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
China is rolling out a new jetliner that could eventually challenge two leading aircraft manufacturers.
An Air China connection between this city and Ulaanbaatar has been chosen as the first international route for China's homegrown passenger aircraft. From today, the Comac C919 will be in service for daily flights to Mongolia. It's hoped that these Chinese jets will eventually challenge the dominance of Boeing and Airbus, but analysts have speculated that this may take many years. The C919s, similar in size to Boeing's 737s, have already been trialled on domestic routes in China, but today marks the beginning of their use internationally.
The BBC's Stephen McDonnell in Beijing. As time passes, a desperate search for survivors of the earthquake in Colombia takes on an added sense of urgency. Aid agencies consider the first 48 to 72 hours crucial for finding people alive. News and analysis, townhall.com. Russia has released an American military veteran it had been holding for years.
Moscow has allowed Robert Gilman to return to the U.S. after 4 years of what his family and U.S. officials allege was wrongful incarceration and abusive treatment that left him near death. Gilman was freed after President Trump said he spoke with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The president said Gilman was released on humanitarian grounds, and Russia asked for no one in exchange. Bob Agnew reporting.
Used home sales tumbled last month, sales falling 1.7% from June, according to the National Association of Realtors. Record high prices along with high mortgage rates turned away a lot of would-be home buyers. The median sales price for a house, $434,100. On Wall Street, the NASDAQ futures are up close to 300 points. S&P futures 36 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What? in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy middle of the week, everybody.
Together, welcome to your halfway day, your hump day, whatever day you want to call it.
Yeah, hope your day is going swimmingly well.
It's quite nice. It's the cool part of the day. The cool part.
Yeah. Well, and here's I opened the weather for this morning to take a gander at what we got going on.
Yeah.
And, normally, we're getting our sunny, hot 100. And, still got that today.
Sure.
But I gotta take my glasses off this. Today and tonight, they start the sentence off with scattered sprinkles.
Ooh.
Scattered sprinkles after 3 today.
All right.
Tonight we got scattered sprinkles between 9 p.m. and midnight tonight.
I am a fan of scattered sprinkles.
Scattered sprinkles is what we got tonight.
Is that like that one song from the 90s, Constant Craving?
That's right.
Scattered sprinkles.
And then more talk of them scattered sprinkles tomorrow night, too.
So scattered sprinkles means just everywhere around you, there could just be a little smattering of rain. Because what I was getting a couple of weeks ago was isolated sprinkles.
Ooh.
I know. It's like, I guess, just a little subset of Roswell or southeastern New Mexico is just going to get a little drizzle.
What? Nothing here, but right here, sprinkles.
Right. It's like that cartoon from back in the day when I think it was Porky Pig crossed over or crossed into California, and then the weather just immediately gets sunny.
Yeah. So with scattered sprinkles, do all of us get sprinkle? But we only get maybe like sprinkle?
Like 5 or 6.
Not
what I'm thinking.
Sprinkles?
Right. It's like if you were at a gourmet restaurant, they were trying to like recreate something from your childhood.
Yeah.
They wouldn't put sprinkles all over it because that would be messy.
Yeah.
They would take tweezers and they would put a little sprinkle here, they'd put a little sprinkle here, and they're just scattering them.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen today.
Okay.
Just little tweezer sprinkles.
Well,
tweezer sprinkles sounds that really does sound like an insulting name. What up, tweezer sprinkle? It's just a fun combination of words.
Aren't you a little tweezer sprinkle?
Tweezer sprinkle, you. I've known you since you was just a little tweezer sprinkle.
Oh no, scattered sprinkles could have the same. Like if it was a group, look at my scattered sprinkles.
That's just you standing on our back porch, looking out at your kids and your brother or sister's kids out playing. Look at these scattered sprinkles. We did good.
Life's good. But so we do have scattered sprinkles. But Friday, we got actual chances for showers.
Oh.
Like a 20% Friday and a 30% Friday night.
That's dangerous because we have a big event coming up Friday evening.
Yeah.
I mean, not here, but,
Yeah.
Town over. Of course, luckily this one's going to be mostly indoor, I think. So,
is it?
Well, it's the grand opening of the Artesia Rec Center.
The Rec Center, yeah, that's true. Most of that's indoors, right?
They are doing free admission to the Aquatic Center during the event as well, though, so... Good luck.
They have an indoor pool over there?
It's like they're like right. No, They have an indoor pool, yes, but it's strictly for lanes and diving.
Gotcha. For
sports.
Exercise swimming or sports swimming, not for frolicking in the water.
There's plenty of room for frolicking outdoors. There's even a sign right there on the door. Lane swimming, diving only, no frolicking.
No frolicking. Yeah. Frolic-free pool.
And it just shows like a stick figure like this in a field with a no sign over
it. Yes, I just so look forward to that. Maybe some isolated sprinkles this afternoon, this evening. But other than that, it's gonna be 102. So I guess it's like rain that didn't evaporate. These are the fighters. Mm-hmm. These sprinkles are the fighters.
That's right.
We talk like they're cute, but these are the ones that won.
These are the ones with the tea necessary
These are the ones
to
that
break through the battlefield.
So I'll go through your hotness, and I'll still be water when I hit you.
You steam up there, you bunch of wussies.
These are the fighters.
Of course, then again, the ones that do get through, them some sharp sons of guns.
Matter of fact, if you see something this afternoon, stop and give them a salute.
Oh. Sorry, I'm left-handed just naturally. I caught myself, though.
Just stand there at attention, give them a salute in the middle of the street while the sprinkles fall.
Your passersby and bystanders, neighbors, they won't think anything of you.
No.
It's fine. They asked us, I'm saluting the scattered sprinkles.
These are the fighters.
Hey, thank you for your service.
These are the fighters. They're the winners.
That's right.
Despite the odds, they still broke through that wall.
Mm-hmm. They stormed the beach. Some were lost, but the brave fought through.
That's right. Mark. Hey, you know what I'm excited about for Friday? I get to watch preseason football.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Redskins. Commanders, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Game Friday night. Nice. Now, granted, I'll
That's what I wanted. I was curious.
But it's just the thought that it's coming. And I'm going to watch grown men playing football in my favorite team. You know, I'm excited.
You know what's actually kind of funny about that is every Wednesday, right around this time, I get real excited because I got wrestling tonight, you know? And it's the anticipation because once it happens, like once we're like, I'm like 2 hours in, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Just get to it so I can go on YouTube and see what other people thought of this. But yeah, it really is the anticipation. But I would think, because you do that with regular games, so I would think if it's like a Commanders game that you would pay a little more attention or give it more of your time.
And I do.
Uh-huh.
But
there's only so much that's worth giving.
If I'm watching live, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's like NFL Network, like the game was played hours ago or whatever, then I usually don't.
Right.
But I'm going to watch this one live because I can. And so I'm a little bit more eager. But that being said, by halftime, I'm going to be just boring my wife to tears. And I'm like, all right, I'll change it.
Yeah, that's true. It is a team effort. Speaking of the misses, how was your anniversary?
Good. We had to divert a bit because our plan was to go to Pasta Cafe for Din Din. But they got new hours, and they're closed Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, no.
So we got there, and was like, well, they're not busy. And I was like, oh, it's because
they're really not busy. They're not business.
So we went across the street and had a dinner cattle bear in there.
I like that you kept it in the family.
Yeah.
Others, I mean, lesser men would have been like, so Portofino? Or well, you kept it in the family. I like that.
Well, now we'll probably go do two because we both had a hanker for pasta. I was like, I got my mouth all worked up for some pasta and I didn't go to swallow the container.
I know the pasta that Mike likes, and it's like a Pasta Cafe specialty. So.
Yeah. So we'll probably go this weekend.
You know what's funny? They changed the name to the Fruity Damari, but it used to be the Seafood Portofino.
Is that what they called it then?
It was literally Seafood Portofino, and then Portofino's open up. They're like, well,
that makes sense. Yeah, we don't do that.
Because I went to look for it. Like it was like right after they had opened. I went to look for it on their menu. I'm like, oh, they don't have it anymore. The waitress was like, it's right here. It's the same thing.
And my wife is a fan of the lobster ravioli.
Oh yeah,
which is very good, but I can't eat. It's too rich. Like it is so rich. I'm like, I can't.
That sauce that they have, cream sauce. Oh my god!
But boy, howdy, if you give me like one ravioli, oh, it's delightful.
Actually, can I correct you? The singular form of ravioli?
Yes.
Or raviolo?
If I could have a raviolo, I would love that.
There you go.
But I don't need a ravioli.
My job in life is to correct others' grammar, one by one if possible.
I wonder if I can order by the Olo.
Can I just get that by the raviolo? Just want the one with a little sauce, just a dollop on the top.
A little
sprig of parsley just to make it look all fancy.
Because that's how I'd like it. Otherwise, my stomach is too much for it.
Parsley's one of those weird things. It's like it literally tastes like nothing. It's just there to make your food look fancy.
Yeah.
I never really grasped. It's like, what do you grow? I grow parsley, but why?
Do you remember the movie That Thing You Do?
I remember
with
it.
the Tom Hanks.
I haven't seen it in years, but I do remember the movie. Yeah.
Okay, well, you mentioned the parsley thing, and there was a scene where they're all sitting around the table after you finished up lunch or dinner or whatever they're doing, and the one, the guitarist, Steve Zahn's character, a girl shows up and he's like, "Oh, I gotta go," and he grabs said parsley, puts it in like, "How's my breath? Good?" And so maybe it's a breath.
So you know what? It might be like a
palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser. Yeah. I guess I never really thought of that, but because it really does taste like nothing.
Then again, he could be stupid. I don't know, but anyway, that was opposite. It's the only time I've ever seen it used as a function.
So when he grabbed that little sprig of parsley, that was that thing he did.
Yes, exactly.
Just making sure.
4, 3, 2. Oh, you didn't do it yet. All right. Okay, I was wondering what that was. All right.
All right.
Well, I saw something missing on the log, and I'm like, what? It's been driving me nuts. And then I finally got the gumption to go look what it was, and now I know what it is. I'm like, oh, he was supposed to do that. I'll leave it. That's all I'll say about that.
All I have to say about that.
Let me give you the rundown for today's show. We do have a full slate for you. Juliana Halverson, wearing her America 250 Roswell edition. Because I always want to say Roswell 250, but it's not really.
No, it's America's
250 in Roswell.
Roswell edition.
So, Juliana's going to join us for that. Give us an update there.
She'll be here to clarify the Pam situation.
I want to say Roswell 250, but I know that's not quite
it's like
right.
Roswell,
Roswell's
120,
celebration of America's 250.
128-ish.
Yeah. Wait, am I not 250? Come on now. Do I look 250? And then in the 8 o'clock hour, people are like, yes. Brian Luck's going to join us, superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, give us an update on their last meeting and, of course, start of the school year. In case you haven't heard, that got underway.
Oh, crap. I should get them there.
If not, your kids are truant. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to replay our interview last Tuesday. We had Robert Sherman join us from the Walker Aviation Museum. Give us an update there. We'll play that for you here in a 9 o'clock hour. So.
I am a man who loves alliteration, but there are some cases where I'm like, that's inappropriate. Like at my daughter's school, you show up after the time that school starts or you're supposed to be in your homeroom, you get sent to the, quote, tardy tank.
Oh.
I don't think you should call anything you send your children to a tank.
Yeah.
It feels wrong.
But tardy tank does have roles. It flows well.
It does. But
the tardy tank.
To the tardy tank with you. It feels mean spirited. You know. I know it's middle school. We're trying to get the kids ready for the harshness of high school. But tardy tank.
I like
Speaking of, I gotta get her there. She's not in the tank.
For the record, I'm pro tardy tank. All right, it is 7:18. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment. Hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Hot for the next couple of days. We're going into the low 100s and we'll have mostly sunny skies. Little bit of light rain possible around Roswell, but that's about it. For the overnight hours, a few clouds. We're dipping into the low 70s. Lots of sunshine for the entire area on Thursday, and we'll hit about 100 for the high. Then on Friday, we could see a few showers or thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 75 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 42%. Winds calm at the moment. That word we were joking about, I'm going to say that a lot the next. Scattered sprinkles after 3 o'clock today. Sunny and hot, high of 102 otherwise. Winds will be out of the south here southwest 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, more scattered sprinkles between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight. And it's a great band name, Scattered Sprinkles. Tonight at the Forum. Partly cloudy, overnight low of 72, southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny and high of 100. South winds 5 to 10 in the morning, but picking up 10 to 15 for tomorrow afternoon. Thursday night, more scattered sprinkles before midnight, partly cloudy with an overnight low of 72. Our Friday, our sprinkles turn to actual rain chances. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms for Friday afternoon. Otherwise, sunny and high of 100. South winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday night, our chance of showers and thunderstorms bump up to 30%, mainly before midnight. Mostly cloudy, overnight low of 71. Saturday, a little cooler. Not below 100 cooler. Sunny and 98 on Saturday. Sunday, sunny and 97 to start next week. Below 100. 97 on Monday. 98 on Tuesday. I'm not saying so, but maybe there's a respite coming. Like we're finally seeing a crack in the heat wave. Maybe. So cross your fingers, do your sprinkle dance, and see what happens on that. All right, it is 7:21. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and then Juliana Halverson will join us talking Roswell's 250, America's celebration of 250 in Roswell. Yeah, we'll be back. Don't go away.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
It's hot, and Maze Lumber in Roswell is your BioGuard headquarters for your swimming pool. Maze is your headquarters for chlorine, including pool generators, and Soft Swim by BioGuard for your non-chlorine products. Maintain your pool this summer the right way for a season full of smiles instead of headaches. Let your pool sparkle all summer long with Maze Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Maze Lumber Company.
People are often surprised by what they find here. More expertise than people expect. Advanced technology. Board-certified physicians. Care you might expect to travel hours for. Right here. We've never believed where you live should determine the care you receive. Close to family, close to home. We're here. Artesia General Hospital.
It's possible to turn peanut butter into diamonds. Peter Pan tried it with his buddy Skippy, but they couldn't do it in a jiff. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 24 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Juliana Halverson back with us today, wearing her Roswell's 250 hat, or America's celebration. Good morning. How are you today?
I am wonderful.
How do you guys say it in the meeting? You just Roswell 250? Is that
that's what we just call Roswell 250.
In my head,
America's 250, but yeah, we call it Roswell 250.
In my head, my brain just wants to go, well, technically.
Because it's really America 250 Roswell, but that's just
right. It's just it doesn't flow the tongue off the tongue here. Yeah. So, but for folks not familiar, Juliana kind of heads up a committee of that really is in charge of just celebrating America's 250 here in Roswell the entire 365 days of this year here.
It didn't just end on July 4th. We want to go all the way through December 31st.
Absolutely. I mean, now ideally with the, if you look at the calendar here, we've got, of course, the 25th anniversary of 9/11 coming up in a month from yesterday, actually. And then, of course, Veterans Day. So we do have a couple of, I would say, national patriotic days still ahead here.
Yeah.
I mean, one's mourning, obviously.
Yeah.
But what the idea is to just kind of keep this whole tradition of like Americana. Like if you've noticed, like the some fire hydrants around town, maybe in your neighborhoods, that are kind of painted up, a little patriotic and things like that. That's all part of our 250, and that's actually part of like the community efforts. Like, hey, if you've got a fire hydrant in your neighborhood or your part of town that you'd like to kind of decorate as part of that, well, get with the committee here so we can approve and do and get all the blessings.
Yeah,
and
initially
making sure
we were just going to do just Main Street, but a lot of people said, I wanted to do it in my neighborhood. So I got with Nancy Fleming with the Miniatures and Curious.
She knows a little bit about art.
Yeah. She was perfect for the, she didn't want to do it, and she helped with the mural immensely too. But she's been wonderful. And she got with Allison's Home Supply.
Yeah.
And they're donating all the paint. She's getting all the materials. And she works so hard because if basically you fill out a form, it's on the city's website. You just look up Roswell 250. You give her an idea because we want to vet the ideas because we don't want anything political or
we want this to be all positive, all
America.
Yes.
Yeah. So she'll go down there and prep she washes it, she primes it, the hydrant, and then Allison's donated all the paint. So it's red, white, blue, gold, and silver.
There you go.
And some have added a few other colors, like the alien in front of Dunkin' Donuts.
I mean,
bottom.
it is Roswell. You slip a little of that alien green or yellow, whatever you want to call it, in there.
But you can paint it in your neighborhood, and then like I want to do one in my grandkids. They live right there on the corner.
Yeah.
And just they grow up, and there it is, right there.
Absolutely, it's really so. And I'm sure that paint that Allison's get is kind of designed to be waterproof.
Yeah.
So
she did a lot of history.
Unfortunately, you go buy like your craft paints after the first rainstorm. It's probably gone.
Our sun's so harsh.
Sun will beat it up. Yeah. But it's and again, it's stuff like that. Of course, if folks have, I hope you have, but if you haven't, speaking of art and things, the Community 250 mural downtown, it's right on the north side of the visitor center there. Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet or checked it out.
Our goal with the committee was to create projects that involved the entire community.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, this guy's doing this. That was a community project. People painted tiles and we put it all together.
Yeah.
Fire hydrants, community project. One thing we are working on, we put up the flags on the holidays with the flag.
Yes, downtown here
at the Pioneer Plaza.
Pioneer Plaza,
yeah.
Thank you.
So coming up September 5th, we're going to do it again for Labor Day, and then we'll probably leave it up the entire week.
Gotcha for 9/11. And
sorry.
Man, she's mouthy this morning.
Shelby's going to work.
That's right.
My ring camera is blowing up. But yeah, we just, especially for September 11th, we just want that whole field just flags. So we're always asking for volunteers. So we're going to put them up September 5th. Usually we do it around 10 a.m. So if you want to volunteer, you can go to our the city's website. Look at Roswell 250. There's a way you can there's a form you can fill out.
And of course, with many hands make less work. And
that's right.
It's really cool to do. Like to give you a kind of an example, around the holidays when the veterans, they do the wreaths
the wreaths across America,
and they'll go put the wreaths out on the veterans' graves. A lot of times families will come out and help us out.
Yeah.
And to me, it's nothing cooler than watching kind of a family going up, and then you see them kind of looking, and there's like dirt on the grave, and they'll come and kind of clean it up and look, and they're looking, and they see it. And it kind of engages in a conversation.
Yeah. Well, that's why the scouts have been great.
Yeah.
But we do that Memorial Day, too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing. The families come out.
And that's what I kind of say, this what being downtown is kind of like. So I think if you want to experience that, too, bring your family down, bring the whole, and kind of do it as a family. And you come and participate as a family.
And people
get the little ones out there putting flags in.
Yeah, and if they go on, there's actually a form on the website, too, they can fill out if they want to put a name to memorialize someone. And they don't have to be, it could be anyone. I did my grandkids and stuff.
Sure.
We'll put a little sticker with their name on it.
Yeah, just honor who you want to honor.
And if they're military, they can put their logo or emblem, from the military service they were in, the branch.
Yeah, absolutely. It's personalized as much as you want. That's kind of. Yeah. But we would love to have you come and celebrate together in your own way a little bit on that too. So, but again, it's cool to see as you come by and unfortunately, no, it should be going. I was gonna say. Because I was trying to think if the farmer's market will still be going then. But yeah, it'll be September. It'll still be going. That goes to like October. So
if you're at the farmer's market and you want to help, just cross the street and help us put the flags.
But that'll be kind of a extra opportunity for photos and videos with the farmer's market and the flags, and I think that'd be kind of neat. So I imagine there'll be some dronage and some of your handiwork going on out there.
No drones. I don't have my license. Yeah, you have to have a license now. Too many people have abused the system,
Bummer. I don't know. You do 20 other things. Why not go ahead and get your
I have
license?
a very long selfie stick. Everybody thinks I have a drone.
That's true. Yeah. Sometimes there'll be like this crowd and you just see this black stick moving around. It's like, oh, there's Juliana. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we are still looking for folks to be part of the committee here.
Yeah.
I mean, I know after 4th of July, like you said, it feels like, well, all right, that was cool, but no, we're only half a year in.
Yeah.
And so we still want, and to be honest, hey, we got 6 more months or 5 more months here. Let's we got no other ideas. We still got stuff. If you got things, maybe there's something we haven't thought of yet, and you're like, we should all do this, and everyone might say, do it, and let's do that.
No, we've been partnering with organizations. Like we want to partner with, the Legion.
Sure.
We'll help with the Veterans
Parade. Yeah.
We're partnering with the Museum Day that's coming up in October.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
anything that celebrates Roswell.
Yeah. Roswell and it's Americana.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget, for instance, this Saturday night is the baseball. We honor the Little League World Series team. They got the Saturday night event out at the Roswell Lions. Hondo Lions. I kept wanting to say combining the Hondo Lions Little League World Series team.
Yeah.
So Saturday night they're going to be showing the documentary at the ballpark.
Yeah, and someone did go, why does it start so late? I go, it has to be dark.
It's got to be dark. So I think it's 7:00 to everything, and they and I'm emceeing tomorrow. Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
And I was told, come hell or high water, we're starting that movie at 8:00. I'm like, all right. Yeah. So it started at 8:00. Yeah. And then of course Sunday they're going to have Dewey, the author in his book, and there'll be a book signing event. As many as we can get with us still of the from the original Little League team. Yeah. We'll be on hand to meet and greet at both events.
The Historical Society's doing that because a lot of people don't even realize we won a World Series. The
one in Williamsport, Virginia. There.
Can you imagine how tiny Roswell was at the time?
Well, it's literally a movie-esque story where it was like these guys came from playing on the dirt field, sharing ball. I mean, the barest of
the Sandlot type.
The minimalist of equipment to literally playing on the biggest stage they could possibly play in, and winning it.
Yeah.
It's the Hoosier story times 10.
Today I saw a post the Historical Society posted. They showed the float, I guess, from the parade after they got back. The whole city backed them.
It was a huge. I mean, it's such a thing, and so we'd love for folks to come out Saturday. I believe about 7:00 is when everything starts, and again,
it's
on
7:30.
7:30. I have the flyer here somewhere. I should maybe rifle through my stuff and pick it out. But it will be there on Saturday at 7:30. Here it is. And what like I said, it's free, doesn't cost a thing. Just come on out.
Free hot dogs, I think.
Yeah, hot dogs.
Enrique and they're giving us the hot dogs.
Yes, exactly. The emergency disaster relief. They're going to be there. Of course, Dewey will be there signing books. His book, That'll Be the Day, talking about the Little League team.
Yeah.
And then Peter Reddick is they're going to show his documentary, and it's called Roswell Where, and it's chronicling the. And
we'll be there
team.
with if people have been wanting the challenge coins, the T-shirts, the caps.
Oh yeah,
we'll be there. Yeah.
If you haven't gotten one of your Roswell 250 coins yet, these are really cool. They're very nice. That side's not showing much other than you can kind of see the eagle and everything there. Very cool. I love the multicolored coins. These
so
are
we'll have
pretty-
those for sale and stuff because it's once in a lifetime thing. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they're going to have light refreshments. Bring lawn chairs.
Yeah.
When you come out Saturday night to the event at the Lions Hondo field, bring your lawn chairs and things, but they're going to have in free refreshments, hot dogs.
Yeah.
I imagine.
But they can bring their own refreshments too. I'm
Sure, yeah, come and if you're like, well, I'm a vegetarian. Well, all right, bring your celery sticks or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. But bring the family most of all.
Absolutely, bring them and come celebrate Americana. Come meet Roswell history, and it's really cool. And then, of course, come out to the archives on Sunday. It's going to be at 208 North Lee. That's at the Historical Society's archives. That's where Dewey's going to be doing his presentation on the book again. And to be honest, if you really want to sit down and meet and talk with some of the players, that's probably going to be a better opportunity on Sunday. It's going to be in the air conditioning comfort of the building.
Then you get pictures in the light.
Yeah, and you get
dark.
pictures and all that. So and people will be more interested in seeing the movie and stuff on Saturday. But so again, if you have questions about that, you can go to roswellnmhistory.org or email Amy over at the Historical Society History.
Or follow them on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook as well too. They got the flyers out there. But that'll be kind of our next Roswell Americana event here this Saturday and Sunday.
And then we got the Eastern New Mexico State Fair Parade coming up. I'm still trying to debate if we have enough people to volunteer. If you want to volunteer and we can put a float together, we just need volunteers.
That would be great. Yeah, if anybody's listening and they
want to help.
Yeah, I mean, come on. It is our biggest parade in Roswell.
Yeah.
And why? And it is the 250. We got to have some kind of representation in there. And I wonder if there's have they announced like a theme for their fair parade or anything?
I don't remember. She told me, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's on their website. I'll look.
It may be. I think I ought to look on these things and know these kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but I just didn't think about it. I was like, they have a theme.
But I think she did say that was something about the
250 and all that. That is kind of the theme. Like, for instance, I know when we do our Veterans Day celebration in November, it is the 250 theme as well on that too. So here.
And again, like I said, we're looking to partner with anybody who's doing any kind of event.
Absolutely.
That it's going to celebrate Americana or Roswell's history.
I know. Absolutely. I know. Like, you've partnered with a few churches and different events. I know. Was it Grace Community Church kind of had their dedication of their new flagpole that they had.
Yeah,
so
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, but they were kind of tied all that. It was around the July 4th holidays and all that. When is the next meeting for the 250 committee?
We don't have one set up yet. Though.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to do that. I've been behind. I'm still playing catch up from the
others.
4th.
But if anybody's interested in being a part of it, wants to join on the committee or has ideas.
There's a form online they can fill out to volunteer.
Okay.
Or to get on the mailing list.
Okay.
We send out emails. I did send out some last week.
Okay.
Just to keep updated and follow us on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Roswell 250. Just to,
That's kind of like them follow the page, and then certainly stay abreast of what's events are coming up. But
they don't have a theme on their website.
Not yet.
No.
Maybe they're hiding it, like a unveiling, like a little
text.
Yeah, just a little a teaser. But certainly go to the city's website if you have any questions, roswell-nm.gov, and to the 250 tab
just
there.
Just search,
and then that'll come up on there. But we would love to get more stuff going and love to see more ideas. Of course, Roswell's we've got our fair. Definitely, I hope we have a big presence with 250 stuff in the fair. I think we should. Hopefully, there's some folks.
Yeah,
anybody
I'd love to see
listening?
Just a sea of American flags down Main Street.
I think we need to have some kind of community float or something for celebrating. And I don't know. It should either be like in the front or kind of like in the back with Santa back. Like in the Macy's parade. One or the other. I'm not sure which. And I will say this though, as a guy that's been in the back of that parade for years, when our radio station, we always put our trailer through it, and we were always. I don't know. We just look like a caboose, so they made us the caboose. I guess I don't know. And so I was always in the back. And boy, howdy, do you wait a long time when you're the last float from that parade.
It's a long parade, but I do have to say they have done better because now instead of stopping for judges,
sure,
because that took
that's
forever.
Right. That's true. Yeah.
Now they disperse the judges throughout the crowd.
Sure.
So the parade just keeps moving.
They're sleeper agents through the crowd there, but
But that way they don't keep stopping
Sure.
and stuff. And I think they're trying to consolidate like the football teams because you have like, you know, I don't know how many different football teams there are, but they all have their own floats.
But it's also a proud thing. Like
Yeah.
I'm like because I'll tell you this, there's 100+ every year because I think our numbers were always like 120 or whatever.
That's a lot. Yeah.
And
And
literally
there's a lot of walkers, so you got to go as fast as the walkers.
And to be honest, they want you there early, so we'd get there like 6:37 in the morning, and it's literally 10:30. Like the parade starts at what 10?
Yeah.
It's about 11 o'clock before
Yeah.
we're actually even moving.
And what's so weird, just thinking about it, I remember years where it's been freezing cold.
Yeah.
And then it's usually really hot.
Yeah.
You just never know what the weather
Yeah,
is.
it's freezing, and then by the time you're starting, you're shedding everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know. All I know is there were many years I just roll up with a sack of burritos for us. We're like, all right, here you go. We'll eat at lunchtime.
Take a nap.
We don't see any food till lunchtime, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't know.
But it's a good parade. It is
a lot.
huge,
It's a
though. Yeah.
huge parade. It's a big parade. But we would love to see let's celebrate. Let's keep going. If you would love to get involved in the paint the fire hydrant project and spruce up that one in your neighborhood or one near your work or wherever you want to do it.
Yeah.
Just please get online. Let's get the forms. Let's get design ideas, and if you need help.
Yeah, because it's pretty neat. I mean, and if you have kids or grandkids, they grow up seeing, I did that.
Absolutely, yeah. That's why I hope people check out the mural. The folks, especially obviously the families and folks that got to paint a tile and do that.
Yeah.
But
Well, you were talking about parades though, but I encourage people to enter the Veterans Parade too.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's coming up in November.
Yeah, that's they haven't, I don't know when their next meeting is. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know they got one coming up. Yeah. But that's they're looking for volunteers to help serve, on that committee as well too, because I think usually they try to plan the thing up at the Wool Bowl kind of at the end and all that too. So.
It used to end when the NIMI had their parade.
Right.
They're not their parade, but their parade on their ground.
Yes, they're ceremonial.
Yeah.
Which is cool too if you've never
Yeah.
seen their ceremonies on Veterans Day and some of their
because it's their anniversary too.
some of their traditions and things. I
Yeah.
was going to say pageantry was more than that. It's their history and their kind of tradition.
Yeah.
They do that. Military, that's some of the cool stuff. NIMI's awesome, but every military, no matter which one you go to, they all have steep. I got a chance to see some of the stuff that they do at VMI and some of living in that area, Virginia military, and same level of coolness and all that. So, but definitely, please that's what we want. Get families involved with this, and like I said, if you've got ideas, different things, or if your organization or business is having an event, some kind of thing, and you want to, and it definitely ties into our, Americana and Roswell and celebrating 250. Please reach out and let's see what we can do to put it on the map and get it spread and get it promoted. And
because we want to help. Yeah. Celebrate America.
Absolutely. That's all it's all about. It's just kind of doing. And I know it, but like you said, now that everyone's back to school, a lot of the summer stuff kind of feels over, the movies and all that stuff, but it's not. It isn't. We've got all kind of stuff. Please don't forget, I know this is a Main Street and all that, but still it's involved every Saturday morning, farmers market through at least through October here.
And we've been having a booth there too, so if you want any
of the swag, any of the merchandise and stuff. And come out and be a part of that. I know.
And the county's been giving us Frisbees. They bought a bunch of Frisbees, and sadly they didn't come in for the 4th. So they've been giving us cases and we've been handing out lots of
better late than never, right?
At the farmers market, and it's been huge. The farmers market's huge. We just did the map. We have like over 100 spaces, and they're pretty much 90% full.
That's great. And now for folks that have or do not know, they did shift the hours an hour up, so now they open at 8 a.m. and go till noon.
But one thing I do want to do a shout out: we need more vegetable growers and fruit growers. Because we don't have that many, and it's a farmer's market. That's the whole idea.
The idea is so bring your produce.
Yeah, bring your produce.
And we should be getting into the part of where crops are starting to roll in. The chili starting to,
Graves has been great. They've been bringing so many melons.
Well, Graves is our go-to.
Garcias have a good booth there. We just need more produce.
Yeah, come out there. Come ye gardeners. Come ye produce. Come be a part of it. Come, and then of course, folks, come shop. I mean,
they're all local people.
Yeah, great crafts, great Like if you're even look for like jellies and just homemade items like that, they got a great variety of that.
Stay downtown after, because if you want breakfast, go get there. You have Hector's Burritos. There's lots of people with pastries and cookies.
Oh yeah.
Then you can go shop downtown.
Absolutely. Or if you're still hungry, you got Martins, you got Tia Sophia's, you got El Toro Bravo. You got, of course, a couple coffee opportunities. You got all kinds of
the big thing is buy local.
Ice cream, pretzel. You can throw a rock and get something to eat downtown.
That's it. And Sweet Baby J's, I don't remember what time they open.
Oh, yeah. Actually, by the time they're open, your sweet tooth will be kicking in after all the savory tooth got satisfied. So, there ain't lack of food opportunities downtown here. But start your day with one of them breakfast burritos on the lawn. They're pretty good there, but
and the weather's been beautiful. I don't know what you said. The weather.
This Sunday's supposed to be like 97.
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. I'm sorry. 98 this Saturday.
That's not bad. So in the morning it's gonna be really nice.
In the morning it'll probably be 70s, and maybe by noon it'll be up in the 80s there. But it'll be still pretty nice.
Yeah.
But definitely come check out the farmers market. And again, it's every Saturday. It'll run till about mid-October. Yeah, somewhere in that. It give or take on crops and things. That's usually our and so if there's not
if they get a lot of crops, and then Peggy may decide to hold
kind of If there's something to sell, then we'll try to go another week. But if it's not, that the well's dry, then we'll pack it up.
Yeah.
So. But please get and if you want to be in the farmers market, I don't know if there's still space available, but get a hold of Peggy Sesky. She's she's in charge of.
The market.
She's the gatekeeper who gets in, because you can't just roll up in there with your Etsy stuff. It's got to be handmade home. It's a market for farmer crafts and homemade stuff.
Yeah.
And so
you just have to talk to Peggy, because we've had problems with people just showing up, setting up booths, but we have people in set spaces.
Oh yeah. It's kind of like claim jumping and.
Well, some of those people have been there over 20 years. They're like, what do you mean you're in my space?
You might have you a saloon fight.
Most of them are pretty good.
I know.
But it's early in the morning. They're all tired.
Sure, cranky, and they have all their coffee. Yeah. But please come out this Saturday. It is if you haven't been out yet.
It's a great way to spend the day with the family.
Yeah, that's kind of, and just think of it this way. UFO Festival is the official, UFO Festival happens, and then a week later it's always a farmer's market and stuff. That's how I always set my watch to it. It's like, we just had UFO Fest. Oh, that means it's farmer's market season.
That's it. It's coming the next week. So.
And then if you forget, you get reminded, because then you go to the Albertsons or Farmers or any of the grocery stores, you're like, Chili's. Oh yeah, farmers market season.
Hopefully they do the chili cheese festival, and then Graves brings out their chili and they roast them right there.
So that's half the fun. Is just, even if nothing else, just grab you a lawn chair, find you a spot on Pioneer Plaza, and just smell roasting chilies or whatever for the morning. just sit out there. Yeah, I'm just sit here and smell, enjoy the smells.
That's it.
Good deal. Again, if anybody has any questions about anything with the Roswell 250, about our being involved in fire hydrants or any of that, please like and follow Roswell's 250 Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's a great way to stay up to date. If you have any questions about anything, you can shoot a message through there. You can also go to the city's website, roswell-nm.gov, and go to the 250 tab or section there.
So I just got the parade theme from Adrian. It's Barn in the USA.
Ah!
Like a barn.
We'll have Bryce. No, I was gonna say Bruce Springsteen. I gotta work on a play on that one. Bruce Falstein. Barn in the USA.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. So 250 adjacent. Americana, but with a 80s twist.
Yeah. The barn.
Yeah, a barn 80s twist.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I went Bruce, and all I think of is all I'm staring at is a man's butt and jeans with a bandana hanging out the back pocket.
That was the album cover, wasn't it?
That was the album cover, yeah. Bruce Springsteen's butt.
We're showing our age.
But very cool. So, but if anybody has any questions, please go online there, and then and please, if you've got one of your fire hydrants in your neighborhood or something, please reach out. I'd love to just, we go through town, every neighborhood, every fire hydrant's got
just the creativity.
some
It's just so much fun to see the different ideas out there. So.
Kind of like when we had the painted horses.
The trail of the painted ponies.
The painted ponies and all, the painted fire hydrant for Roswell.
Yeah. It's permanent. It doesn't move.
It's a permanent display, but good. Is there anything we didn't cover, Juliana?
I'm thinking there is, but I can't remember now. So.
And then again, folks, meet us Saturday again. Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. out at the Lions Hondo Little League ball field for the honoring and airing of the documentary on the World Series team. And then Sunday, beginning at 2 p.m. at the Archives facility, 208 North Lee Street, for a meet and greet with the book and with Dewey Johnson and some of the players. Absolutely, too.
That would be neat.
Good deal. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time, and stay...
Couple weeks.
Stay cool and sprinkle free.
Actually, the heat doesn't bother me. So I'm good. I'm lucky.
Well, I hope you dance between the isolated or scattered sprinkles.
I wish it would pour.
Right. I kind of hope it. I'm crossing my fingers Friday nights. Maybe not to the noise and magnitude of last Friday's, but I was
out of town, so I missed it.
She was a violent one. She was knocking some power, but I would love the moisture. So that would be good.
Just a nice steady rain after the event on Saturday, going to Sunday.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect that way. Exactly. If we're going to put time. Thank you, Juliana. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
7:51. Let's pause for news and Kim Commando update and all that. Don't go away.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. Darlene Graham has advanced to a Republican primary runoff in South Carolina. Appointed by President Trump to fill out the term of her late brother, Senator Lindsey Graham, Darlene Graham will face Congressman Ralph Norman in the special GOP runoff in 2 weeks. In the Minnesota GOP governor's contest, MyPillow founder Mike Lindell came up short in his bid for the party nod. Lisa DeMuth won the Republican primary for governor in Minnesota. On the Democrat side, the Wisconsin governor's primary, the establishment-backed candidate, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, managed a razor-thin victory over his Democratic Socialist challenger, Francesca Hong. The search for life in the rubble of Colombia's powerful earthquake is growing more desperate. Search teams are racing the clock to find survivors before it's too late. More details, srnnews.com.
The biggest social media companies on the planet just got the news that they've been dreading. The reckoning they built for themselves. And plenty of us, me included, say it's well-deserved. I'm Kim Commando for Splash of AI. Every Thursday, I show regular people how to use AI to solve real problems, save money, and get ahead. It's free at splashofai.com. On Monday, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that roughly 2,400 federal lawsuits against Meta, TikTok, Google, and Snap can move forward. Thousands more are lined up in state court. Who's suing? School districts, states, parents, families whose kids suffered real lasting harm, some who lost their children, to algorithms engineered to keep them hooked. These social media companies claimed they could not be sued. The court said, oh, yes, you can. The next trial, it starts tomorrow. Their motto was move fast and break things. The bill for the breakage arrived, and it's billions of dollars. Want the stories that big tech hopes that you'll miss? Go right now to sign up for my free newsletter at getkim.com. Everyone's talking about artificial intelligence, but most of what you're hearing is either hype or hype around more hype. I'm Kim Commando, and every Thursday, I will cut right through it just for you. It's my new free newsletter. I called it Splash of AI, and it shows regular people how AI is actually saving time and real money right now. We're talking thousands of dollars, hours back in your week, and real tools that you can start using today, even if you're not a tech person. And of course, there's no jargon, there's no fluff, just the stuff that actually works, explained in plain English the way that only I can do it. And it's totally free. It lands in your inbox every single Thursday. And once you read it, you'll wonder how you managed without it. So sign up right now while you're thinking about it. Go to splashofai.com. Artificial intelligence is not going away. It's only going to get more intrusive in your life. You need to know what's going on, and my free newsletter will help you out. So sign up right now at splashofai.com. That's splashofai.com. WOFI.com. Your Thursday mornings are about to get a whole lot smarter.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Hot for the next couple of days. We're going into the low 100s, and we'll have mostly sunny skies. Little bit of light rain possible around Roswell, but that's about it. For the overnight hours, a few clouds. We're dipping into the low 70s. Lots of sunshine for the entire area on Thursday, and we'll hit about 100 for the high. Then on Friday, we could see a few showers or thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Hi, everyone. With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. Find out which of last year's practice squad players intercepted 3 passes in yesterday's joint practice with the Rams. Right after this.
A true Dallas Cowboys fan is there for the journey and the destination. This is the season to make your journey count by flying through McAllen International Airport, the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're flying down for McAllen's award-winning fall and holiday festivals, or you're a South Texas fan flying up to cheer the Cowboys on, make your journey as satisfying as your destination at the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. McAllen International Airport, above, beyond, at McAllenAirport.com.
Picture yourself making your morning coffee. You know those few minutes while the water and the beans do their thing? Instead of scrolling, what if you video called a friend?
Connect with confidence, knowing AT&T Internet backup is included at no extra cost. Guaranteed. So even in a rare fiber outage, your wireless data can keep you connected. A cup and a call? That's the new ritual. Internet backup requires eligible AT&T wireless service, activation, and power source. Speeds vary. AT&T may slow data speeds if the network is busy. Backup may not be available in all locations. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
The revamped Cowboys defense faced a real litmus test in yesterday's joint practice against Matt Stafford, Puka Nacua, and the Rams. The defense more than answered the challenge, though, and last year's practice squad linebacker Justin Barron stole the show, intercepting 3 passes. Barron's making a push for the 53-man roster this summer and knows last year's hard work is paying off.
As much as it hurt my pride and ego, being on a practice squad, it was probably the best thing for me. Again, and go against our offensive line every day in practice. There's not really much better that you could ask for. So that was exciting, and it was good for me to be able to grow against them. And, I think I'm seeing the fruits of the labor now.
Today is the players' day off. Tomorrow, backups will prep for Saturday night's preseason opener at the Super Bowl champion Seahawks. With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. President Trump's media company posted a massive loss in the second quarter and announced plans to ditch new business lines and refocus as a forum for users to post their views. Trump Media and Technology, the company behind the Truth Social platform, said Monday that it lost $238 million. Toyota is recalling 655,000 of its Camry vehicles. It's because of a display error that may deactivate safety indicators like turn signals and hazard lights during startup. Most of the now recalled cars were sold in the U.S., where more than 508,000 model year 2025 to 2026 Camry hybrids are affected. U.S. fast food chains, including McDonald's, spent the second quarter battling to pull in price-conscious diners. Results showed the strongest performers paired bargains with menu innovation, quality improvements, and a smoother customer experience. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top-selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 36 months is $27.78 per thousand finance on F-150 trucks. Excludes Raptor. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Offers not combined.
Exciting news for Southeast New Mexico. The Advanced Heart and Vascular Center of New Mexico in Carlsbad, home to Dr. Amanda Ryan's trusted cardiology care for over 13 years, is now part of Current Clinic. That means world-class electrophysiology services right here in Southeast New Mexico. No more 3-hour drives to see a specialist. Current Clinic is bringing advanced, life-changing treatment for atrial fibrillation, AFib, and other heart rhythm disorders close to home. Early intervention for AFib can dramatically lower your risk of stroke, and our goal is to help our community understand just how important that is. You and your loved ones deserve comprehensive, cutting-edge heart care without leaving town. If you're experiencing an irregular heartbeat or AFib symptoms, expert care is now available locally. Visit currentclinic.com today to learn more and schedule your consultation. Current Clinic, easy access to comprehensive AFib care right here in Southeast New Mexico.
Mulan has the highest kill count of any Disney character. When asked for comment, Buzz Lightyear responded, "To infinity and beyond." Here's Mike Winters. On air and online, this is Roswell's home for talk radio, KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. While prices did rise again last month, it was just a slight increase from June. The Labor Department reports a month-over-month increase, 0.1%. Compared to a year ago, consumer prices were 3.4% higher. The establishment-backed candidate wins Wisconsin's Democratic primary for governor.
In Wisconsin, Francesca Hong losing to Milwaukee County Executive moderate David Crowley by a percentage point. Even though she's a Democrat socialist, Bernie Sanders and AOC did not endorse her. Video had surfaced of Hong saying she hates holidays, including Thanksgiving, and then she backtracked, doing a new video saying it was her favorite holiday. Crowley is looking to become Wisconsin's first black governor. He faces Republican Congressman Tom Tiffany, who was endorsed by President Trump.
Correspondent Laura Winters, Senator Darlene Graham advancing to a Republican Senate primary runoff in South Carolina. Search for signs of life in the rubble of Columbia's powerful earthquake is growing more desperate. Search teams racing the clock, looking to find survivors before it's too late.
With every rescue, there's renewed hope. Applause broke out when Diana Lucia was extracted from the rubble of a site in Cali, one of the worst affected cities. She was taken on a stretcher to a waiting ambulance. It had taken 16 hours to save her. Colombia's president, Abelardo de la Espriella, had hailed the rescue of another woman, Daniela Andrea Lago, in another badly hit city.
The BBC's Danny Aberhart. On Wall Street this hour, stocks trading higher. The Dow is up about 8 points. The NASDAQ Composite Index ahead 154 points, and the S&P 500 better by 21 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free, no-risk consultation. 800-292-7875. 800-292-7875. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-292-7875.
South Korea says North Korea has launched a ballistic missile toward the sea, the second such weapons test by North Korea in under a week. North Korea's launch events likely a protest of the upcoming Korea-U.S. military drills that North Korea considers an invasion rehearsal. South Korea's military says it detected the launch from North Korea's east coast around 6 a.m. local time. The launch came 2 days after South Korea and the U.S. announced that they'll kick off their annual military drills next week to beef up readiness against North Korean threats. Authorities in Indonesia say rescuers have evacuated 172 people and recovered the body of a passenger from a ferry that caught fire earlier today in rough seas. Officials initially reported 131 people aboard based on the ship's manifest, but later determined that more people were actually on that stricken vessel. News and analysis at townhall.com. Well, it's a close call for this high school athlete discovered a little something extra in his protective headgear.
Can't blame a high school football player in Arkansas for being just a tad bit scared. He found a venomous snake inside his helmet. A 2-foot cottonmouth was discovered behind some padding and was rather reluctant to exit the helmet. Police officers poured water into the headgear to force the snake out and into a bag. The slithery little fellow was then taken to a wooded area and released. Jason Walker reporting.
Toyota is recalling hundreds of thousands of Camrys over a display error that may deactivate turn signals and other indicators. Most are sold in the U.S. The recall involves 2025 and 26 Camry hybrids. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. Let's have a listen. What does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Jesus Eagle.
What is that?
I don't know. They were just like sitting here. I think Giuliani left them.
Oh, she was over there doing
Jesus
stuff.
and a little eagle. It's adorable. Look at him.
Okay.
Okay. So in fairness, when this was sitting here, I did like this because I wanted to see if it was one of those squishy Jesuses, Jesus, like I've been seeing online.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? They're like little gummy Jesus.
No.
I see them. They pop up.
I saw her over there placing stuff. I didn't think much of it. I guess she was leaving those as little tokens.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, little figures.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Juliana. I think she meant to do that on purpose.
I mean, Juliana, if you left your minifigs, they're right. We have them for you.
I didn't notice them. I was like, where'd they come from?
I was just sitting here like, well, hello, Jesus. See, everybody talks about, how Jesus is love.
Yeah.
His shirt says, Jesus heart you.
Oh,
he
cool.
hate you. It's like, I always thought that when people say heart you, it's like, that feels like you're really saying you hate me.
Yeah.
Really close.
Heart. Yeah.
You say heart, you hate me. You hurt me. With a really weird accent. Yeah.
Let's start with the shirt. The I Heart New York shirt.
Yep.
So happy middle of the week.
Indeed.
Hope everyone's having a good day.
I'm taking a real risk today.
Yeah.
And I'm very self-conscious of this risk because for my birthday, my friend Misty gave me this shirt, which is the Bigfoot from a Goofy movie.
Okay.
If you've ever seen it, I know you haven't
I have
because
not.
you hate cartoons with a deep purple passion.
Hate them. I just don't watch them.
No, you hate them. You sit at home at night thinking of ways to destroy animation and animators. I've seen it. He's got a whole corner. Anyways, I love this shirt. I love the movie. This is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
There's a side story I'll have to tell another day of I literally became friends with the woman who became my wife because of this movie. Anyways, it's a white shirt. I don't wear white shirts for the simple fact that inevitably something's going to end up on this shirt before the end of the day.
Yeah.
Whether it's mustard or juice, whatever it happens to, something's going to end up on this shirt. And so I've taken a real long time to put it on because I'm trying to keep it as pristine as possible. And I don't believe in bleaching shirts because that tends to yellow them and and it's already kind of got a faded thing to it. So I don't know, but I'm taking a risk, and so I'm very self-conscious about everything I'm around. I'm like, I don't want to bump into or scuff against a wall or something.
You ever watch the show The Neighborhood? It just ended, actually.
I think I've seen like a couple.
It's the one with Cedric the Entertainer,
right.
He's the main guy. But there was an episode where he splurged and bought an $800 coat.
Oh, okay.
But he would never wear it.
Right.
Because he's afraid. And so finally his wife convinces him to wear it. And, of course, they go to the neighbors, and they got this kid who's just being diabolical and has a super soaker filled with Kool-Aid or something.
Oh, no.
And she goes to take a shot. And literally his wife does the Kennedy jumps and to take the
Yeah, because he would have never let her live it down. She didn't take that bullet the one time.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, I'm being very I'm extra careful with my my gait today, my walk.
There you go.
I tend to take tight corners. I'm taking wider corners.
I don't know why. Now I've got like this picture view everywhere you go, like you're walking. Next thing you know, there's a guy carrying a cake.
10 banana cream pies.
Some guy's got like a stack of coffee, just everything that could possibly. Some painters are just randomly painting this wall as you walk by.
Today's going to be the day I'm going to get crapped on by a bird. Watch.
Right.
There's this stuff. It's like a solution, a spray-on, or I think it's like you can dip it in. It's called Never Wet.
Okay.
It's I've seen it like online. The guys from Good Mythical Morning tested it and stuff. But you spray this stuff on, and literally everything that hits you just beads off. Like they were pouring spaghetti sauce. They had like white shirts on. They were pouring spaghetti sauce on it, and just came off. I need to get some of that for the one white shirt that I have.
So it's something you like spray on clothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clothing or like
can you do it yourself?
Furniture or stuff. From what I gather,
like if I just bathe in this stuff and then start throwing spaghetti sauce at me, will it whisk off me?
I really want to test that out now that you've put it in the ether. I think we could just do your head. Just the top of the dome. Make sure you're freshly shaven. Well, not freshly shaven. I don't want it to burn.
Right.
But you're smooth enough, and then we coat you with some Never Wet, and then we just go nuts. We're gonna need to lay down some tarp. I'm seeing this for something maybe a couple weeks from now.
Okay.
I gotta get the Never Wet.
Like
first.
is my head gonna be like Rain-X where they just go whoosh away?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna feel.
Like if I sweat, is it just gonna start? What happens?
It's gonna create a dome.
Yeah.
Gonna have a steam dome on your
head. Might be weird. I don't know if I'm not down. This might be a problem now that I think about it.
Let me look into the hazards of human application first. Maybe we start out with T-shirt and work our way up to bald head. But yeah, I need to get a hold of some of this stuff because I've seen it tested online. And I think it's available to the public.
Okay.
I mean, if not, I know a guy.
Right.
I'll do what I can. But yeah, I only started thinking about it after I got a white shirt. I'm like, oh, now I need Never Wet.
Hi, I'm stain proof. Go ahead, throw some stains on me.
It is a real great icebreaker for a date. Check it out. Here, throw the spaghetti sauce on there. Pretty cool, right? Hi, I'm Sean.
I always carry a can of SpaghettiOs with me.
Just an open. Well, SpaghettiOs have the tab. That's fair. This picture you carrying an open can of beans like a hobo. Go ahead, throw them at me.
That's right.
See, nothing. Hi, Sean Smalls.
You might want to.
Do you want to be like me?
You might want to clean your.
The new snake. Yeah. Sorry about your carpet. The new snake oil salesman go door to door, just splashing sauce on clothes and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, now I wonder, like, I start sweating, it just starts. Like,
is it going to beat off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because it really shows, like, they were pouring, like, Coke, I think, at one point, and it was just balling up and just, like, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I wonder, maybe I'll look, like turtle wax, the boat. I wouldn't mind beads.
Have we ever thought about literally
beads.
Throwing down some, like, dome wax? They got it out there. It comes in a stick. I think it's 4 heads. I mean, have you ever chromed up the dome?
No.
I think we need to do it, man. I think before we get to Never Wet, I think we need to work, or we need to start with chrome dome.
I don't know, man. I don't want to be that shiny.
People
right?
Fixing their hair and your shine.
No, I don't want to reflect people like, I can't look directly at him outside.
I can't. Sun's beaming off this guy's head.
There's a glow to him. I can't quite.
Yeah, when you're backlit, you're going to be glorious.
I got an aura.
Has anybody ever told you are glowing,
That's
sir?
right. I'm basking. All right. On that note, I believe our guest is here.
He is patiently waiting.
Brian Luck, superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, going to join us here in mere moments. Give us an update on last school board meeting, and of course we are back to school now, in case you haven't heard. So we'll get an update on that.
Oh
too.
no!
If you haven't,
the joke last hour,
it might be a problem. So unless you have no kids or not,
there was a TikTok from like a couple of years ago. It's like, if you ain't in the pickup line, where are you at? Cuts to stitch with this lady. Oh, he grabs her keys and runs out the door.
It should be in the pickup line.
Been there. Understood.
All right, it is 15 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's take a gander at your weather and enjoy the word scattered sprinkles.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Hot for the next couple of days. We're going into the low 100s, and we'll have mostly sunny skies. Little bit of light rain possible around Roswell, but that's about it. For the overnight hours, a few clouds. We're dipping into the low 70s. Lots of sunshine for the entire area on Thursday, and we'll hit about 100 for the high. Then on Friday, we could see a few showers or thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 80 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 35% with winds out of the west at 3 miles per hour. Scattered sprinkles after 3 o'clock today. Otherwise sunny and hot. I said it, scattered sprinkles. That's what they're calling for. High 102. Winds will be out of the southwest, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, more scattered sprinkles between the hours of 9 p.m. and midnight. Partly cloudy otherwise with an overnight low of 72. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny, hot, high of 100 tomorrow. South winds 5 to 10 in the morning, 10 to 15 for the afternoon. Tomorrow night, more scattered sprinkles before midnight, otherwise partly cloudy. That's what they're saying, scattered sprinkles. Overnight low of 72. South winds at around 5 to 15. Friday, our scattered sprinkles turn to actual rain chances. A 20% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, highs near 100. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday night, we're looking at a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly cloudy, overnight low of 71. And then for the weekend, a little cooler. A little. Saturday, sunny, hot, 98. Sunday, sunny, hot, 97. And then next week, it's not 100. 97 on Monday, 98 on Tuesday. So maybe, just maybe, we're seeing a slight crack in the heat wave there. Maybe. All right, it is 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're going to take about a 2.5 minute break, and then we'll be joined by Brian Luck, superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
I have a snake for your drain. You might want to step back.
Oh no, baby.
All AC units moke a little. It's normal.
Oh no, baby.
Aha! Now your sprinkler system's strong like bull.
Come on now. Don't let any fool work on your plumbing and air conditioning. Fergalicious. From clogged drains to sprinkler systems, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating is on the job. And who are you going to call for air filters and spring servicing on your AC unit? Fergalicious. Call Fergie's today, 622-2660. Nothing but love. Fergalicious.
Start your journey towards a meaningful healthcare career with the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program at ENMU Roswell. With this program, you'll gain hands-on clinical skill development, enjoy small class sizes and supportive faculty, engage in real-world fieldwork experiences, and prepare for your NBCOT certification. Call 575-624-7266 to learn more or log on to roswell.enmu.edu. ENMU Roswell. Success starts here.
Hi, this is Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. If you're missing teeth or struggling with dentures, I want you to know there's a better way. It's called 3-on-6 Dental Implant Solutions. It's the most natural smile replacement ever. With 3-on-6, you don't just smile again, you eat again. Apples, steaks, whatever you love, you eat it with confidence. And here's the kicker. Carabelli Dental is the only office in New Mexico and West Texas offering this advanced dental treatment. My team and I are experts in implants and in sedation. So while you relax, we will transform your smile. Call Carabelli Dental today and take back your smile and your bite.
Call 575-622-4455.
Roswell Tire and Appliance will beat Home Depot prices on appliances, and they will beat discount tire prices on tires. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. Listen one more time. Roswell Tire and Appliance will beat Home Depot prices, and they will beat discount tire prices. Come into the store for all the details.
This is Wyatt Maloney of Roswell Tire and Appliance, inviting you to shop local and save.
They'll beat Home Depot prices, and they'll beat discount tire prices. 101 South Main. Call 575-213-1362 or go online at roswelltireandappliance.com.
Your fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand. Not sure which is your dominant hand? Just wait. You'll nail it. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, Superintendent for the Roswell Independent School District, Mr. Brian Luck, back with us. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
You know what? We're doing good. Doing good. It's second Wednesday of the school year.
Life's kind of back into the grind, so to speak, the routine, you know.
No, I ain't grind hit it.
Yeah.
I think you got it right with that. Yeah, we're back at it.
Yeah.
Second week of August, school's back in session. We got most every other place around us is either going back or has been back for a while with us, and life back to school times.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's of course kind of nice, with of course some kids moving into new schools and things now, and of course we got matter of fact with Nancy Lopez. I know we'll get into other stuff here, but. Get your party hats on. We're about to have an event coming up here. Matter of fact, later this month we're going to talk a little bit about Nancy Lopez. Is going to be coming back to town, and yes, the Nancy Lopez, the one the one that named the schools after and all that.
Oh man,
come and it's very cool.
Yeah, so give or take 310 kids in that building now. They asked for it to be full, and we got it full.
Yeah, so
but yeah, and we'll talk some more about that here in a little bit, but. What a neat opportunity!
Yeah, kind of exciting. It's a kind of a fruits of many years of labor kind of coming to fruition here. Yeah. This now we see it. Years and years ago when we talked about this. Now we're seeing kids in classroom and kids, doing the daily routine at that school. So.
Well, and the cool thing about it is the path that past boards and superintendents, but primarily the boards and the taxpayers had lined up for our district, and we're almost done with round one of that. And it is such a beautiful facility.
It is.
My gosh! And it's in a different spot, and that doesn't make it beautiful because it's in a different spot. But what it did allow us to do was construct the building and not interrupt the day-to-day activities of what they were doing. So basically, I'm a turnkey. We walked out of the door. At the old location on Atkinson, and the material was moved over by our maintenance department and put in.
Pretty smooth transit.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Now, it's for the teachers and people that had to do the heavy lifting, pun intended.
Sure.
Probably not as smooth as I'm making it out to be, but
there was a reward there. I mean, they all get nicer, better classrooms and better facilities,
more reliable. Yeah. The lighting in that thing is so pretty. That's one of the things that strikes me the most is just the natural light that comes in, the space, and it's just beautiful.
Kind of architecturally pleasing place to want to learn.
It is, and we've got nice buildings in our city. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about this one that just kind of strikes me, and I really do like it. And
sure.
I mean, yes, it's the new car for the moment,
right?
But we've got others that are pretty darn new as well, and I like this one.
Well, and I'm one of those people that believes that like architecture and things evoke an aura of a place. Yeah. It's like church. you know, you go into a church and the building's nicer, it's more ornate, you tend to act a little better. You tend to behave, mind your manners a little bit and start respect the place.
Yeah.
You know, in a school that, you know, evokes that, you know what I'm saying? You want your places of higher learning and education to be places that are like that, places that are welcoming, but at the same time respectful. And, you know, we're here to do things, not here to.
One of the things I like about this is it's not overwhelming to the eye. Like as you're pulling up to it, it's beautiful.
Right.
But it's not one of those that you're just like, oh my God.
Right.
And or boy, this is out of place. It fits right where it's at really nicely.
It still looks like a school.
it does, but as you come up to it, you have to go in and up into the area where you get into the front door.
Sure.
It's a nice corridor. The grass is beautiful. Thank you.
And plus it's a school that's been designed from ground up to be. Whereas at the end of the day, a lot of these schools are like, okay, we're modifying something that was originally done, and so it's going to be good, but it's not going to be designed like this one was literally every security measure, every where things are were put there because they were. That's how we designed it, not because the building dictated this was where we put it.
And it sounds dumb to say they're put there because they were put there. Versus that's just seemed to be the best way we could do it.
Exactly.
And no, we're very fortunate for that. And again, our taxpayers just, I hope people get to go a chance to go by and take a look at it.
Well, and of course, like I said, we're gonna have some grand openings, and like I said, Miss Nancy Lopez herself will be here, and we're gonna do it all up here. But we'll talk more about that that happens next month here.
Here you go.
Yep. As far as the meeting itself, this past week, how any highlights and things we definitely want to make sure we let folks know about?
You bet. Sworn a new board member last night. Hes Yatima joined our board last night. Mr. Chavez resigned. Nothing's wrong. Everybody's okay. But Hes came on board and hit the ground running last night. We had several recognitions, had two really cool programs that we did this summer. The Governor's Challenge in cooperation with the National Guard. We had that, and so we honored the people that were there that helped with that last night. I had some kids come in, and they got a chance to talk. The kids didn't, but the people got a chance to talk a little bit about what they did and the impact that it had on those kids. I'm going to tell you right now, if you were looking to support something or anything kid-wise, that's one of them.
It's a great program.
It was phenomenal. So if we've got anybody out there, any of our legislators want to talk more about that with me, we have not had one negative comment come up at all about that. Looking to expand it next year, hopefully, as far as that goes. So they were there. They acknowledged and had a little bit of a quick ceremony. And then we had our summer enrichment internship program. Had a presentation. So it was funded outside funding. And what it did is it paid for kids to be interns. And so that's been our last step. And it's still kind of our last step because if we could ever cross the threshold, what we would have is we'd have kids in businesses right now as part of their pathways.
Gotcha.
So what this one did is it said, okay, look, we're going to maybe rewind a little bit and go backwards in our age bracket and give our kids opportunities to go into some of our businesses here in town. And we had a ton of businesses step up.
Nice.
We had one of the young ladies that talked about it last night worked at the pecan orchards.
So it'd be kind of like summer internships for these kids, and they get paid, obviously.
Yes, and it's not on my dime.
That's
which
cool.
Made it even better.
It's like I remember when we were younger, and I don't know if they still do this, but like when you got into high school, they let you do you go to school half the day and then the other half is part of your job. This is kind of like an evolution of that where they get to experience that but not lose school time and theoretically, I guess, start at a younger age.
Oh, yeah. So we had to limit it because we had several kiddos that would have, I think I'd probably still be there if they all got a chance to talk. But so we had one that worked at the pecan farm, and she actually it was funny. So yes, I pulled some weeds and I, helped run a mower, but I also worked with the ag associates and the different people that came in from the pecan growers associations and different things like that. Another young lady worked at Rio Pecos and actually got to help participate in some things there at the office.
Nice.
And I want to say 3 of those young ladies had all been offered positions now. Like, And obviously they're not X-ray techs or anything like that, but they're staying involved, they're staying active, and hopefully as far as they can grow their own.
Well, and that, ideally, when they're ready to go to college, and then they can, I'm sure Rio Pecos might be like, well, let's help you with schooling a little bit. We'll get you through to be whatever they're training for through Rio Pecos, whether it's medical techs or X-ray techs or clerical work or whatever
she mentioned this litany of things that she did, and we're just like, holy cow.
Yeah.
What an awesome opportunity for a 16, 17-year-old kiddo to get a chance to look at that and go, no, I'm good.
Sure.
I think I'll do something else. Or I got this fits. This is what I want to do. And now instead of kind of pining aimlessly in college and wasting mom and dad's money and wasting time, you get to go in there and go, I'm driven, I'm focused. And like you said, if the businesses dive in, now you're committed.
Sure.
I hate to use that word, but it can be a good word.
Well, and it goes back to thinking, like, think of us, yourselves as adults that are out there listening, and how many of you are working in career fields, but think of what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And then honestly ask yourself, when you were 16, 15, did you envision this is where you're going to be? Yeah. And I'm going to say 90% of us like, no, I would have never thought that,
Well, I was a 6-year college graduate.
Yeah.
They graduated us by hours, and I graduated with all the doctors with my bachelor's degree. But it took me a while. And for me, it was when it finally was right, everything lined up. And the thought of not having our kids having to do that,
right?
It's so neat. And Kristen Sayers and her team came in and they presented on that. And again, another program that we will, if given the opportunity, we will pull that off again next year. But that was a heavy lift. That one took some money. I mean, our kids did pretty well, somewhere in the $1,500 to $2,000 for a summer job.
And I would also argue that this probably helps with grade results as an improved grades
we'll see.
too.
Yeah, we'll see.
And the reason I'm throwing that out there is human beings by nature. I don't care if you're young, you're old, or in between. Mm-hmm. We are motivated when we know the end game on something. And when we raise kids and things, sometimes the attitude is, you're going to need it later, but don't worry about that right now.
Yep.
Or we're, it's very vague on that. But when it's this kind of stuff, it's like, no, you want to be a welder, you want to be a medical transcript, whatever it is that we're going for here. Now you got a path. And like, okay, I need to excel here, here, and here. And I'm going to take a guess that once that they get that bug or see exactly where they're going to focus harder on achieving those goals. And I'm gonna say the math, whatever they need to get those skills, they're going to put extra time and effort in because now they see what the end result is.
Well, it becomes relevant.
Yeah.
And even if it's not, excuse me, if it's not, I know I have to have this class to do my job, or to do the job I was doing this last summer, they know they've got to check that off the list so that they get the chance to go do that. And that really and truly, you just described 98% of all adults right now.
Yeah.
I may never have used that, but I knew I had to get it done so that I could take on the next step.
Right.
And just solidifying that with the kids that this is what we do and it's okay.
But to be honest, the world we live in, the way evolution of society is going, you have to think like this because we live in a world now that the basics that they kept telling us, some machine's doing for us or something. And you're like, and every time you're like, why do you need to know this math? Because I do. It's like, yeah, I can Google it. And you're fighting that fight every single day. And so most people are like, why do I need to learn that? And so you got to put it in practical terms.
Oh, sure.
You got to put it in things. And so, and especially when we live in when there's actual kids making hundreds of grand streaming TikTok games or doing whatever on there, and most of these kids see that and think they're all going to do that, and they're not putting an effort to be a doctor, to be an X-ray tech, to be and guess what? It's like the NFL. 99% of us can go out there and open boxes and eat foods on the internet. 1% of us are going to make money and a living off.
That's right. Well, the program itself was actually really neat, and there was a little bit of an AI component that went with it as far as teaching the kids how to navigate in this world. So one of the things was they helped them create a LinkedIn account so that they could market themselves. The other one was, and I thought this one was pretty cool. I didn't realize they had done this until last night. Like when you go to a business that sponsors a sports team and they have the kids' photos up in their uniforms and different things. So all of the businesses that did that, those kids have a headshot. We did it there at central office, so it looks just like the rest of them. And
cool.
So if the one that kept coming up was Pioneer Bank, and if you go into Pioneer Bank, you'll see that one of the flyers that they used for, I think, the 4th of July, where, hey, we're going to be closed this 4th of July. That was designed by a kid.
That's
and
very cool.
So he gets to go and tell, parents and folks. And the cool thing about that, too, is, for the bank side of it, that's foot traffic. It's bringing that young person's family perhaps over to the bank and working with them. So
communities like Roswell, that's businesses understand when you support our communities and guess what? Supporting our coyotes and our rockets. This is how we do that.
Yeah. So. Well, and it's
and our middle schools and so forth.
Well, it's funny. There is no such thing as bad PR. I've heard that multiple times, but. Man, good PR sure does taste nice. Goodness gracious. And when you see that, you're just like, oh, that feels good.
Yeah.
Again, hats off, Kristen and her team and to, the organizations that agreed to take on our kids. It's not always easy. And some of the stories from the employers and a little rocky there a couple times, but then we did this and this and this, and we had an intern following my engineer around, my construction and facilities engineer, and there's a couple times I was like, why is he here? and they're like, well, and I'm like, well, then why don't we involve him? If you're going to be here,
sure,
let's go.
Let's get you dirty.
Sit down, grab a pencil. Let's go. Why aren't you taking notes? Everybody else is taking notes. So. But a great opportunity that, and just a neat. It just had a good vibe to it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Those things are coming. I love it when a plan comes together. So
it's great to see that, and anything that we can do to just give kids options, give them, when they do walk that stage and graduate. They have options on what to do next, on what they want to do, and that's what it's all about.
Well, they should.
Yeah.
And that's been the thing with our economic, development group that has been really. I can't imagine that I'm the first superintendent that has gotten that message. We need more, we need better, we need more and better, and we're trying.
Absolutely.
And again, it circles around and helps everybody grow.
Absolutely. And real quick before we move on, this is why you do these partnerships with businesses, with the college, with other entities, because ideally, your partnership with Dr. Powell and ENMUR, that they can't do what they do without you guys, and you can't do what you do without those guys. It's just that's just the nature of what we do here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, some other things from last night. Recognize the Roswell High School FFA kids. They had a heck of a year last year. Did a bunch of great things. Just let their teacher come up. Mr. Boardman came in and talked a little bit about a lot of what they've done. Some of the scholarships at the welding team. I mean, he's had that team at the board meeting several times, and every time they come back in, the dollar amount just continues to rise for scholarships and different things like that. Super proud of the work they're doing.
Great.
Had Coach Payne, Coach Alvarado. Recognized with the NMA as coaches of the year.
I saw the stuff online.
Yeah, Coach Payne for the powerlifting and Coach Alvarado for the baseball.
Well deserved.
Job. Oh yeah, well deserved. Lots of time. If they got paid by the hour, they'd probably be driving really nice cars. But
they ain't doing it for the money. I guarantee you that.
No, not for the money. Then Coach Cooper and Coach Mika Trujillo, both the athletic director and assistant athletic director, respectively. I think Britt was the Southwest Regional Athletic Director of the Year. I want to say Mika was State Assistant Director of the Year. So there's a lot goes on with that.
They're both amazing at what they do, and it's always fun to talk to them during football season. And I think I got to reach out. I think we're going to be doing that again this year.
It's coming up, and I tell you, there's a lot that goes on out of those two offices, and I think people, they see them at a ball game and go, boy, that'd be nice. All they do is just go to ball games.
I wish
there's a lot, and
for a guy that's supposed to be retired, he's awful busy. That Britt Cooper.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I will say this too. And Roswell's had a long a long history of hands-on athletic directors.
Yeah.
And I mean, you talk about a Saturday morning soccer game or a JV football game, or I mean, just you name it, they're going some of this stuff out for y'all.
Right.
Brian, that's the job. And I said, well, you know what? That's why you're you. So so thank you both.
Well, I don't know how many countless times we're out there early to the stadium, and there's Britt Cooper letting you in, out at the Wool Bowl, because we got to get some antennas up into the Wool Bowl at 2 o'clock on a Thursday or something. There's Brick letting us in to do that. That's what happens.
Sir. Well, and that is, we've got what, 3 weeks? So what?
Yeah.
The next to the last.
We
week?
Are not this Friday, but next Friday night, I believe, is football.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I believe. We are a Friday away from. We got one free Friday before our next football Friday.
Okay, one free Friday. So that means all the restaurants should be crowded on Friday night.
That's right.
Everybody getting that out of their way. And I will say this too, a little shameless plug: buy an activity ticket.
Absolutely.
That really is the best route.
You're supporting the kids. Yeah, you can, and you can go with your schools and get and literally see every sporting event your school has, or if you've got, I get it, you got a kid, middle school kid, you can get one for the entire RSD if you want to.
Well, and they are they're decently pricey. I mean, $75-$80, something like that. But I do know this: you've bought it, you don't have to wait in line.
Yeah,
you come on in. You like I said, if you hit most Friday night football games and grab you a couple of volleyball games here or there, get you a soccer game somewhere.
Paid for itself.
You're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And if you've got a kiddo that's in mid school, you can do a pass. If you just want to go to one, like I don't believe we have the mid school only pass like the Berindo or the Mesa passes.
Gotcha.
But we do the Goddards or the Roswell only kind of a deal. But again, there's just no better deal in town. And we appreciate like crazy people doing that and getting in there.
And it really does support all the sports. And this is, obviously football's a bigger draw than, say, cross country. It just is, but at the end of the day, when you buy those passes, you're supporting all of those sports and supporting every single one.
I think there's a bit of a fallacy there. We use gate fees to go right back to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So things like the turf at the Wool Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We don't own the Wool Bowl. We've talked about that before.
Right.
We don't own the Wool Bowl. So as far as the money that we are allowed per state regs that we can actually spend on things at the Wool Bowl is very, very limited, i.e. gate fees.
Gotcha.
So when we do any kind of update to a facility that somebody else owns, and thank you to the city, that's not a slam. But our funding sources are limited, and we're very proud and very, very honored to be able to take that money and do things like that.
Yeah.
But we appreciate it more than you guys know.
We do. And if we do have a few Mac Chases that live around Roswell that want to help out like down south, then it would be great too.
You know what?
That doesn't hurt either.
It doesn't hurt. And I do know this as far as like our town in general, we've got some of the prettiest facilities around. But every day that passes, they do get a little bit older and a little bit older. And we want to make sure that, one, they're safe, and two, that when people come in, it's top notch.
Well, and it's the ball field. Like I'm telling you, what you got, the baseball field over Goddard is light years better than it was several years ago. And same with Roswell High, and those are, I mean, Wool Bowl's kind of the popular one because everyone at some point goes there. But yeah, there's ball fields at both schools and in the middle schools and everywhere else that get used on a daily basis. Obviously, the Brenham down here with the flooding and all that, that's been out of service for a while. But, these are the kinds of things that, all of that is part of the RISD athletics and all that.
Well, then while we're there, let's live there for a second.
Yeah.
Those are all maintained by us.
Yeah.
And it's a small crew, and they have been working feverishly over the summer to maintain the fields, to help stripe the practice fields, to squash the weeds that have grown up over because we had a crazy rain that happened, and then oh my gosh, and I can, poor Sean Benedict, anytime I call, I can just imagine what he says when he sees my name on there. I don't even want to know what my name says on there, but
that guy,
but they're always on the spot as far as, hey, I need you to drop what you're doing, and I need you to scoot over to this place, and I need you to do this. And thank you to our crews that do that.
Oh, yeah.
As far as that goes, because like you said, we play most every other one of our sports minus, like you said, the 2 baseball teams and 2 softball teams, they don't play where they practice. So we're kind of maintaining 2 different venues. So like Roswell soccer will practice at Roswell High, and then they're going to play at Cielo Grande. Well, we have to maintain those. Yep. So I believe City mows it and we stripe it, or both are. I just know this. I know our guys are always busy.
And you guys are y'all haven't used Coca-Cola Field in years, right? I know Roswell High used to use it for a while there, but they haven't used it in years.
When they did their facilities rearrange and they got their baseball field up and running, they're solely there at the school.
Pretty much just for invaders right now, pretty much. But yeah, there was a time where Coyote baseball used to be played over there. Actually, yeah, it's an old park. That was a fun place to go watch a game. It still is, but I enjoyed watching Coyote games over there sometimes.
Yeah.
Good.
Lots going on there. Let's see what else we had. So we got Roswell High School chorus going to California in March, April. It's their. I think they do this like every other year. So they got board permission so they can start raising some funds for that. Then moved into some different reports and a lot of the departments that I have and some of the work that they're doing. Again, our early childhood program, our pre-Ks, we've got room. I know right now there's a pretty good competition going on with our daycare facilities and even us as far as that goes, as far as making sure that we get our kiddos placed where they need to be. So excited about that. And again, we've got room where that goes. Let's see what else. Man, and we were there quite a bit. We left probably about 9:30.
Oh, wow. So it was a because generally I'm thinking, I mean, like as a district, it's a very busy time of year because of obviously start of school and all that. But when in terms of planning and the board, I mean, budget's done. School. I mean, it's kind of a kind of in between things kind of time for you guys, isn't it? A little bit, yeah.
Well, and it's where there's never a down time at our office,
right?
Contrary to what's out there, there's never a downtime at our office.
Yeah.
But it's a shift. So, like you said, we've planned and prepped, and we did back to school. And now our goal right now is we're monitoring class sizes.
Gotcha.
As far as we call them our PTR counts. Every day for the first 10 days, we're submitting reports to central office, and then we'll actually take a look at that and go, okay, where's our population at? And are we good here? Are we bad here? Do we need to move somebody? Do we need to add somebody?
Right.
That's coming up within, like I said, the next 2 weeks at the school level. A fire drill a week, at least, or some type of a drill of some kind. State statute for sure, fire drill, because that's written in there.
Sure.
So, and I get tickled with that because every fire drill that goes off in our district, I get a notification. And I want it that way because after August, after the last day of August, if that tone goes off on my phone and it will wake the dead, I got a problem somewhere and we're moving. So.
But that's the day you'd expect them, so you're just like, all right, I'll keep the phone over here quiet for that time period because I'm expecting these ones. But
I tell you what, habit, it'll buzz, and I'll look down either at my watch or my phone, and what I'm looking for is the word drill.
Right.
We actually did have a shelter in place last week due to some police activity in the neighborhood, and we get to the school, and the principal's just like, I know these can happen, but we haven't even had our
drill yet.
We haven't even had our drill yet. And I said, well, yeah, you did.
You just had it.
You just had it, and that's one of the things that you hate that's where you have to start.
Sure.
But that's where we have to start.
Where life is.
Well,
but here's the thing too: is in teachers and to be honest, the drill portion is really for the kids.
Yeah.
Your teachers and admin and everybody else in the building knows exactly what to do. It's just a matter of getting those kids. And, well, if it's elementary school, you probably notice on that one, the kindergartners in first grade have a little bit more trouble, the fourth and fifth, and those are a little more veteran to these. So,
Well, and you've got your new teachers that they're kind of funny. They'll mention it, and then they'll get so caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
But you also get a chance to work out your bugs when it comes to that. Well,
the drills, that's what it's for.
Yeah, how come practice. I didn't get a navigate? And one of the things, and I will credit Mr. LJ Harrell, who was our former security liaison, and I loved his philosophy with this. He says, you know what? He said, if you're working to get better at this, he says, then let's tell them it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I said, the worst thing we could do is spring something. I said, you don't do that with a sports team.
Right.
You know, you give them a play once and then scream at them if they don't know what they're doing.
Right.
You practice it, you work on it, you adjust. And that's what we've done. You know, hey, tomorrow we're going to have fire drill. You know, that used to be taboo. Oh, don't say anything. We're going to have fire drill.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and as a guy from military veteran, you know, that's when you train for high stress things, you start in a non-stressful environment to learn the mechanics, and then you add the stress to get better. And so anyway, that's another story for another day.
This, good, bad, or ugly, the kids will add the stress for you.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll help with that, whether you want them to or not.
It just tends to find it.
Yeah, they'll find that for you. But one of the things that we use is that we've got a platform called Navigate.
Okay.
And it's an alert system that we have everybody download on their phone, and it's amazing. And you know, it has its glitches. There's buildings in town that may or may not have better cell phone service than others. But as far as an immediate communication piece, where you're not having to carry your computer, you know, or a laptop or a you know, iPad or anything like that, you got your phone with you, and you're up and running. And like even for me, when one of those goes off, that's in my carousel in the car, and I'm monitoring, chat back and forth, and we have an admin place where we can talk, and they take their role, they do all their stuff in that. So
it's kind of almost not only an information center for everybody, but a data room for you guys to meet, conglomerate, to powwow or do whatever you need on the situation.
Well, and the cool thing about it too, when and if we get in a situation, we've got a team that shows up, and I've got 3 ladies that will open up their laptops, and we have parent contact, we have student names, we know the classes they're in. You know, it is just such a wealth of information, just boom, right then and right there, that it makes it a whole lot nicer than it's been in the past. I'll say that, and that is most definitely not a slam. Just technology has advanced that, and you know, lived through a couple of those where you're frantically trying to have somebody run class rosters for the entire building in the middle of a bad situation. It's just that's not fair.
Yep.
To do that to anybody. So.
Yep. Yeah, you've got and it's easy to say all that stuff too. Actually, been in one of those things, and then it's a whole nother deal.
Yep.
So, but
you got 2 seconds. We talk Nancy Lopez.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's talk some Nancy Lopez.
Okay. So the Labor Day weekend, and I just found out a minute ago that I will be back to talk the school portion of that.
Okay.
With you, but
good deal. You've been tasked.
I have been. Been a lot of things, but yes, tasked is a good one right there.
Diane Taylor is an amazing person, but when she heads up a project, she heads up a project.
You're going, and yes,
she's amazing.
And I tell you what, it started as something that would have been neat.
Yeah.
And it's turned into something that's going to be awesome.
Amazing, yeah.
And so for the school portion of it, obviously we will have a ribbon cutting ceremony. Trying to look at the crowd size and try to get kind of a venue look at it for us. That may be inside, that may be outside.
Okay.
But we'll have some, brief speeches by Miss Lopez. We'll, welcome that kind of a deal, kind of short and sweet. Get everybody in, get the building going. I mean, they've been in there a month.
Yeah.
And, but her and her family will be here.
Yeah,
and
I
have
think
an
some of her
opportunity to
friends and players, like some of her, she's got a group of people important to her that are going to be coming with her.
I believe the word is entourage.
Yes, entourage would be a good term. And, but I think there's some notables in golf that are going to be coming as well, too.
Well,
so if you're a golf aficionado, you're going to know some of these people.
Yep. Yeah. So Friday afternoon, we're going to have an event at Goddard with Miss Lopez, Jarena, and JoJo Robertson.
Oh,
and
cool.
so it's kind of more like a roundtable type of a deal.
Right.
Where we get them in and we're going to talk about some things and how they have helped.
Sure.
How one of them helped advance women's sports.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 got to kind of take advantage of it. I know Diane's told you that the Solheim Cup we're the only school in the nation that have had 2 individuals that graduated from the same high school that have been on the Solheim Cup.
How cool. How crazy is that?
And then for Nancy to be the coach when Jarena was there, that's just incredible cool.
Put it this way, golfers, I don't care, male and female golfers, Nancy Lopez is part of your heritage and part of what what it is.
Yes.
And this is very much in the fabric, and to have what she's done for golf, for the sport of golf, not only to women but the sport of golf.
Yes.
And to have her grow up here in our own backyard and be a part of this community, and to have her come back and please bring your kids. Share that this is going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity for some of these kids. Please come if you can.
And if you are a golf person, you're basically playing the same 2 courses. I mean, they've done some modifications, that kind of a deal. But as far as you're walking some of the same ground that you walk,
your same dirt.
Yeah. We did a YouTube search while I was working on some of this, and just the videos that are on YouTube, and her and her dad and her mom, and some of the tournament victories and some of the old photos. I mean, it's just, and then to think that all started here, and as they're interviewing her, that she gives the homage to Roswell.
Yep.
And man, that's cool. That's us.
Yep, absolutely. So more to come. Like, I know I've got a couple, I think next week or two is my first interview here. We're going to have several interviews with talking about it leading up to the event here in September. So, but more to come on it. But,
absolutely.
But definitely big things on the horizon there. And we are so proud and to that school, and to honor that school, and to have her here and to be a part of it. And
yes, sir.
I'm hoping it means as much to her to see it as it means as much for us to have her here to be a part of it.
I got a chance to visit with her just briefly about a week ago. It will.
Yeah.
Just seems like the most genuine, humble lady that I've ever talked to on the phone.
I feel like that's what, this is like. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like the next Nancy Lopez is literally walking into that school in a math class, in second grade or third grade, whatever over there. You know what I mean?
Or if you did not know who she was, if you weren't a golf person, she could probably be standing next to you at the store, and you would never know who she was or what she's accomplished.
Absolutely, she just
one of the rest of them.
Yeah, but it's really cool. So but again, we'll have more to come on that.
Yes,
but it is one of Roswell's prouder moments here, and we're very happy as a city to have this event here, and then certainly as a school district here.
And shameless plug, the event that y'all have Saturday at Lions Hondo.
Yes,
I was reading some, and I've listened to some of your ads on that, and even that Little League World Series is going on, and that was Roswell.
This is literally the only way I can it's literally the story of Hoosiers but bigger.
Yes.
Like, if you remember the movie Hoosiers with Hackman and all, where they're literally playing in the hickory with the old basket, and they literally the old school. That was them. They're playing, barely enough gloves to get the team together. Everyone have one, and they literally go from playing on a dirt lot to being on the biggest stage of what they could be on and winning the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
it is literally a movie. It is I'm surprised it's not a Disney movie starring, I don't know, Dennis Quaid or something.
There you go. Well, and listening to the stories from my parents and how they remember the time and going to the train station, and I said, "Whoa, the train station?"
Yeah,
and they're like, yes, we went down to the train and met the team, and I was like, man, that's neat.
That is cool.
So I would hope that people take advantage of it, because that's the kind of stuff that you don't get those second opportunities to do those things.
And unfortunately, there's not many of those ball players left. It's life. They're going to get. And to be honest, we're doing the 70th anniversary. How many are going to be around for the 80th or the and that's the nature of life. So we'd love to have you come out here Saturday and Sunday, actually. It's 7:30 p.m. and it's at the Lions Hondo ball field on Sunset there. They'll have the document, the movie. They'll show all that, I believe, at like 8. And then please come Sunday to the Archives facility beginning at 2 p.m. Dewey Johnson's going to have his book. Some of the ball players will be there. And then if you want to really sit and talk with the ball players, that's going to be a better event to do it, because it'll be indoors and air conditioned, and they'll have light refreshments. They'll have refreshment, and both events are free, but you're not going to be outside, and everybody's it's going to be a little bit more chaotic out at the ball field. It'll be a little quieter in the Archives facility there.
There you go.
Good deal. But is there anything else we wanted to get?
I think I got most of it out of there. Yeah.
Well, and don't forget, we are one empty Friday away from Football Friday, and of course, we're going to have all the action here. I believe how we're doing this year is, of course, all games are video and all of that. We're not putting football on our Spanish stations here.
Okay.
So we're going to have on the radio, it'll be the home team on the radio. So it'll be Goddard one week, Roswell.
Oh, okay.
It'll be both games will be video. You can go, but as far as audio only radio, we're keeping everything on KEND here. We're getting it off our Spanish station. So you're going to hear Goddard football here, Roswell football here.
Road team will be on KSVPTV.com?
Yes. And both home team, video will be on KSVP TV. But as far as radio only, it'll just be the home teams.
Mike, y'all were advancing my Spanish like years by having those games like that. Well, good.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good to know. We can start promoting that too.
Yep, and then we're going to have like our Tate Branch Fan of the Week every Friday night. So, and that'll be either Roswell or Goddard, depending on who's on the radio that week.
Awesome.
So, more to come. We got more stuff coming. So, but it's all there. But Brian, as always,
yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate the information. Anything else we can do to help get word out, or anything we need to do? And I know, believe it or not, I'm going to be getting 4 a.m. texts from you about weather here pretty soon. I know we're going to be getting it, believe it or not.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So, all right. It is, in fact, closing in on 9 o'clock. You are listening to 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. We will be back on the other side of news. Don't go away.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. Amit Thomason. The latest inflation numbers offer some cautiously encouraging news for American families, even as prices remain higher than many would like.
New figures released today by the Labor Department shows inflation eased slightly in July. Consumer prices rose 3.4% compared to a year ago, down from 3.5% in June. On a month-to-month basis, prices increased just 0.1%. While that's still above the Federal Reserve's long-term target of 2%, the report suggests that some of the economic pressures that have worried policymakers and consumers in recent months may be beginning to moderate. Brady Bennett in Washington.
Senator Darlene Graham will advance to a Republican primary runoff in South Carolina. She'll face veteran Congressman Ralph Norman in 2 weeks. President Trump is confirming it. He says for security reasons he did slip away from Air Force One following last month's NATO summit in Turkey.
I guess there was a threat out there. I didn't really ask too much about it. I get a lot of threats.
President Trump confirming a report that first appeared in the Washington Post that he was spirited off Air Force One and onto a different plane before departing Turkey last month because of a credible threat from Iran.
I go by Secret Service and the military. They wanted me to go on a different flight, a different plane.
Trump stowed away in an airport catering container that took him to a smaller aircraft on which he flew to the UK.
I do what they say.
There he secretly reboarded the decoy jet, then descended from it and climbed back aboard the new Air Force One gifted by Qatar. I'm Ben Thomas.
A wildfire in British Columbia, Western Canada, expanded overnight. It had already forced about 20,000 people to flee their homes. Stocks have turned mixed on Wall Street now. The Dow is down 31 points, while the Nasdaq is 138 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Kirk Cameron. Christian Healthcare Ministries is not another health insurance policy. If you're tired of year-long contracts and pointless restrictions, CHM offers anytime enrollment on your schedule and at your convenience. With CHM, you're paying half the cost of a traditional health insurance plan. So that puts more money back into your budget for everyday needs. Plus, you'll have access to CHM's care solutions for virtual appointments, prescription savings, surgery support, and more. My family and I joined in 2018, and it's changed our lives for the better. We love paying way less while helping other believers afford their medical bills. Take the leap of faith and see why Christians across the nation are better with CHM.
Get started by calling 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS for a 50% credit towards your first month. That's 1-833-JOIN-CHM and use promo code WELLNESS.
German lawmakers are looking to beef up and modernize the country's intelligence gathering apparatus.
Germany wants to strengthen its intelligence services, long seen as bureaucratic and fragmented, after limits were put in place in the wake of the Second World War. Under the plans, which still need to be signed off by lawmakers, there'd be new conditional powers to hack disrupt or even deceive hostile actors. There'd also be bolstered capabilities to counter drone threats. That's as the government's warned the country's a daily target of hybrid warfare, a term which can refer to disinformation, cyber attacks and sabotage.
The BBC's Jessica Parker. As time passes, a desperate search for survivors of the earthquake in Colombia takes on an added sense of urgency. Aid agencies consider the first 48 to 72 hours crucial for retrieving people alive. News and analysis at townhall.com. If you are driving a new Camry hybrid, this one's for you.
Toyota's recalling about 655,000 Camry vehicles globally due to a display error that may deactivate safety indicators. Most of these cars were sold in the U.S., affecting over 508,000 model year 2025-2026 Camry hybrids. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the 7-inch display can become blank at startup, and that safety indicators like turn signals and hazard lights may also not function as a result. This increases crash risks. Toyota will notify owners to bring their vehicles to a dealer for a free software update. Keith Peters, Washington.
Existing home sales took a tumble last month, falling 1.7% from June. That according to the National Association of Realtors. Record high prices and high mortgage rates combined to turn away a lot of would-be home buyers. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres Inviernos
of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday. You made it to the middle of the week.
You did.
Yeah.
We did it, and we did it together.
Yep. So
good on you.
I haven't watched it yet, but I need to get in there. They're doing the Hard Knocks with the Seahawks this season, and so episode
Hard Knocks with the Seahawks.
Yeah, Hard Knocks with the Seahawks. But they are doing this is week 2, and I haven't watched any of them yet, but I keep seeing little clips of it online, and there's a lot of nuggets, good and gems in there. A lot of good. Like their coach seems to be. He's got some good. I don't know. He's got some good mic moments where he's got some good. What are you doing? Just stuff like that. It's like, all right.
I would hate to be in a situation like that where you have to walk around with like just a random hot mic. You never know when something's going to be. You just got to be on your toes. You know, you don't want to slip up and say something silly.
Well, and there was like
controversial.
One clip. It was where one of the defensive guys. I guess he kept hitting the quarterback. You can't in the practice. They don't. That's like a no-no. You don't hit the quarterback. And you want to win. And you're like, hey, buddy. Man. But after like third time, he's like, stop, get him out of there. And he's like, come on, man. He goes, no, you're too close. I told you. Right. He goes, what about come on, man? So I told you not to. He just the way he handled him. It's just like the dude was like, you can cry you want. Get off the time.
Right.
When you're a head coach, you can tell me what to do.
Don't you get defensive on me with I mean that's your whole joke. You keep your quarterback safe. Don't hit him.
Yeah.
Don't even, especially not that precious arm.
I could see why they did go win the Super Bowl and all that. That coach seems like he's
on his game.
Yeah, I kind of wish he went to Washington. They tried, but he turned us down. So anyway, I cry my coffee.
It happens to everybody. We all lose out on our coaching opportunities. You know?
Well, he wouldn't have done that in Washington.
Things that could have been.
He would come here and that none of that would have happened. It would have been something else. We're cursed. We got some Bambino curse. I don't know what it is yet, but Dan Snyder screwed us up somehow.
Yeah. You just
can't have nice things.
Never break.
Well, even
break
now,
through.
our starting left tackle is out for the season.
Already?
Oh yeah, he got hurt. He tore his pectoral muscle.
Dang it!
Training. And he's done for the year. So everyone's like, oh, we're screwed.
It's always hilarious to me. The injuries seem to always happen. You could have this big, just bruising, insane series of plays.
Yeah.
And then guys running off the field, snaps his ankle, rolls his ankle, and all of a sudden he's out for the entire rest of the season. It's literally, bringing it back to my thing, Randy Orton, one of the wrestler, he's puts himself through intense training. He throws himself on the mat constantly. He dislocated his shoulder taking the trash out at home. Was out for 4 months. It's it's insane. You're you destroy yourself on a daily basis, and the trash took you out.
Yeah.
You would take out the trash, and the trash took you out.
Yep. It happens.
That's insane.
And I know some of those guys, they have clauses in their contracts they're not allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't ride motocross.
Sorry, honey, I can't take out the trash. Look, read my contract.
There you go. I'm just saying, I'd get that written in now. I'd be like, I just got to get out of trash.
Right. Can I just get chores in between those two commas right there?
Hey, these guns are not built for taking out trash.
Right.
So
throwing bombs. Well, it's one of those things where you find out and I know you know this, but I learned it several years ago through a girlfriend, and then later I've kind of had it solidified. But you can't get a tattoo if you're in the Army. It's you are literally government issue. Your property.
You can now.
Can you?
Yeah.
Did they loosen that?
Yeah. Look at they got shoot. You can.
Well, you can have them, but I'm saying you can't
No, you can get them.
Go out. You probably have to get some kind of approval for it, though, right?
No.
Huh?
Now,
hold on.
Now, I believe where it's exposed, you can't. Now, and I think that's changed too. But here's because when I was in, if you had a sleeve, great. But guess what? You can't take your uniform off.
Right.
You can't be out on the flight line in your T-shirt. Now you're going to have to wear your BDU shirt the whole time because you can't roll up your sleeves because you're. But I think they've relaxed that now.
So what about a sunburn? If you go out, let's say for example, on the weekend and get a sunburn, then they're
no one's going to
they can give you flack for it though because you're damaging government property.
Technically, right? But no one's ever enforced that.
So they don't really do. I've been lied to. I've been lied to my whole adult.
I will tell you this though, it's a little now to get to what you're talking about a little bit. There was a sect of my job as a weapons loader,
right?
And I got to do this quick so I got to get the interview going. But if I was at a quote unquote nuke base, a base that we carry and load tactical nukes, I had to get what was put in called the PRP program. And don't ask me what the acronym stands for. I don't remember off the top of my head. But basically, whenever you were in this and you were tasked to load nuclear bombs, you entered this PRP program, and basically it was kind of like what you said. If I got a headache, I couldn't so much as take an aspirin without getting permission. And if I did, I'm off the PRP program. I'm out. And it was that kind of simple. Someone's just you got a cold, you take NyQuil. It was that ridiculous. And then don't get me started when it comes to actually loading a nuke and the no-loan zone and the whole how that works. But just if you're on a base and those carry nukes, you get put in the program, then yes, you can't.
That makes sense.
That's how that works.
You're dealing with highly sensitive materials.
Yeah.
You don't need somebody who's just, willy-nilly. And or nilly.
Right. Huh. Fortunately, I never got, 117s, according to you guys, are not capable of carrying nuclear. That's all I'm going to say about it.
I mean,
publicly, they are not able to carry nuclear weapons.
Hindsight's foresight. Are you bitter that you couldn't make it in? I feel like you might have gotten the long end or good end of the stick.
Oh, I didn't want to be in the PRP. Yeah, I wasn't striving for that. I was on a plane that didn't have that program. But all I'm saying is the stealth. All you need to do is put a panel in the cockpit, and it carries nuclear capability.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't in there because of the Russians. The F-117 is a cannibalized jet. It was to keep it being built under the radar of the Russians. They literally took operational systems from many other aircraft to put it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the stealth and the all that, it's of its own fruition, but the bombing sites, everything that's off of B-52, the canopies off, the cockpits off of F-16, the bomb racks are off 15, 16. It's the whole thing. But anyway, that's another story for the day. But let me get our hour going here. Robert Sherman, speaking of military, Walker Aviation Museum joined us last Tuesday, and so we're going to play his interview, get an update on some of the things they've got going. They're looking for volunteers and what have you, and to be a part of that as they're expanding hours because the expanded flight schedule out at the airport now and all that too. So let us get the hour going by telling you about the weather. Get ready for isolated sprinkles or scattered sprinkles.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Hot for the next couple of days. We're going into the low 100s, and we'll have mostly sunny skies. A little bit of light rain possible around Roswell, but that's about it. For the overnight hours, a few clouds. We're dipping into the low 70s. Lots of sunshine for the entire area on Thursday, and we'll hit about 100 for the high. Then on Friday, we could see a few showers or thunderstorms. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 83 degrees here in Roswell. Fair with haze, according to the descriptor. Humidity is at 36%. Winds are calm at the moment. We do have a chance at some scattered sprinkles after 3 today, otherwise sunny and hot and 102. Tonight, scattered sprinkles between 9 and midnight tonight, otherwise partly cloudy and 72. Thursday, sunny and hot with a high of 100. More scattered sprinkles Thursday night with an overnight low of 72. And then our sprinkles turn to rain chances Friday night at 20%, or excuse me, Friday during the day, Friday afternoon, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, otherwise sunny and hot with a high of 100. 30% chance of showers Friday night, mostly cloudy, overnight low of 71. And then a smidge cooler for the weekend, sunny and 98 for Saturday, sunny and 97 on Sunday, 97 and sunny when you head back to work on Monday. All right, 9:15. We're going to take a quick break, about a two and a half minute break, and then gonna get three, 2.5, and then we'll be back with our interview with Robert Sherman from Walker Aviation Museum. Don't go away.
The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online at BobReedPestControl.com or call 575-623-5344. That's 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Our community is where we live. It's where we work. And at Central Valley Electric Cooperative, we know our communities aren't just important. They are everything. Which is why CVE is grateful for your trust in providing safe, reliable, and affordable power every day. Because for CVE, there's nothing more important than giving you the power to power on. Visit our website at cvecoop.org to learn more about your electric co-op and all the programs and benefits that come with being a Central Valley Electric Cooperative member.
At Roswell Medical Clinic, we combine advanced technology with compassionate care to help you feel better, do more, and live fully every day. Struggling with stress, anxiety, or brain fog? ExoMind is a non-invasive, FDA-cleared treatment that helps restore balance in the brain, drug-free and with zero downtime. Covered by most insurance at Roswell Medical Clinic, 111 West Hobbs in Roswell. 575-623-3311.
Okay, we are running a car drive right now to help veterans all across America. So if you have an old car, truck, or van, even a motorcycle or an RV sitting around, you can right now give it away and help the vets. They really need your help. And your car will help support the vets and their families. And guess what? You even get a tax donation. Plus, we'll even come and pick up your car for free. And all you've got to do is pick up your phone right now and make a free call. Now is the perfect time time to do something good for the vets. Give back to the vets right now for all they've done for this country. And your old car can really help them. So call the Veterans Car Donation Program right now for free pickup of your vehicle. Help the vets and help your taxes at the same time. Call right now.
800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. 800-883-3024. That's 800-883-3024.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Astronauts are not allowed to eat beans before they go into space because passing wind in a spacesuit damages them. The suits for the astronauts. Here's Mike Winters.
In studio this morning from the Walker Aviation Museum, Robert Sherman back with us. Good morning, Robert.
That's good to be here.
Good to have you. How's life in your world this morning?
It's good, actually.
Good. Summer joining are you a heat guy? Do you like the 100 every day, that kind of thing?
I'm not really a heat guy. I thought I used to be.
Right.
When I was just starting to, I was in high school and getting ready to leave. One of my last jobs I had before I went off to college was help some sheet metal company put new air conditioning duct in all the Roswell public schools.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go to work at 3 a.m. and work till about noon because it gets too hot.
Just gets too hot, attics. Yeah.
And then we'd go back after a lunch break and bin metal and stuff in the afternoon till 5. But I remember having my girlfriend come in from Albuquerque, and I thought, I'll go out for a day, no problem. Got back about 11:30 and we'll try to go to bed, and then had to get up at 2:15 in order to get to work at 3 o'clock. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. That's Well, military got me because I worked a lot of mids when I was in the Air Force, and
okay.
And so my shift was midnight to 8 for a normal shift, and then it would. But
several times at Beale we were launching SR-71s at midnight, so I made it a point to be there with my guys. They were dressing the pilots and putting them in the airplane and stuff like that. So, and
of course 117 they do all their work at night too, so they were kind of that was.
Right.
I mean now during the just regular day, like during the winter months they'd fly a day schedule.
Yeah.
Just training and stuff, but in the summer they'd fly at night, and it'd be early evening, like they'd fly like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and then they'd fly a sortie around. Well, they usually get in about midnight. So by the time I get to work, they were coming in and putting them to bed about that time. So.
Okay.
But but anyway, we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
For folks not familiar, the Walker Aviation Museum is home in the Roswell Air Center, and it is a museum that pays homage to several different things. One, the military base that was once Roswell Army Airfield, later Walker Air Force Base, and the role that it served during World War II and the Cold War. Which, speaking of Cold War, also the first generation intercontinental ballistic missiles. They were right here in Roswell, in this area, and the museum also pays homage to that. But really, just the life and the people of the air base and stuff. That's what this place is dedicated to.
A lot of people, when I'm talking to them on the phone or something, well, where are you guys located? And I said, well, we just go in like the north door by the flag at the air terminal, and we're on the right side just as you go in. I said, oh, okay. I said, put it this way: we're about 40 or 50 feet away from where TSA inspects you as you get in. Get ready to get in the airplane.
That's right.
So, oh, okay. Yeah, so
you throw a rock, you'll hit us.
That's right. That's right.
But, or at least hit one of our model airplanes.
But right now, we're opening up around 9:30ish.
Okay.
Plus or minus. And then closing, 12:15, 12:30, okay. Because currently the United flight going to Denver is at around 10:40.
Okay.
Of course, that changes off and on. And then the one going to Dallas departs around 12:09.
Okay. So you kind of catch both those flights.
So you get the Dallas plane coming in around 11:15 or something. So that's kind of when you get all the people. Then there's a kind of a lag of nothing happening for a long time. And probably the only person that stays open later than that occasionally, or often, more than occasionally, is Jennifer, who works on Mondays. she just she's out there, and she's working a lot to change and upgrade our museum.
Nice.
She used to work when she was at another location, I think with some petroleum museums and stuff. So she's really into museums.
So she kind of knows how to lay them out and set them up.
She's also, by the way, a pilot.
That's a bonus.
Yeah. So it helps when she loves getting on the flight simulators and showing the kids stuff and everything. So
that's pretty cool.
She's really good to have around.
She was curious. Does she fly like private planes, or does
she would just learn how to play.
Cool, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if she did it for a living or at one point or another, or she just
no, I think she just
for her
how to
own
fly,
personal.
But
okay.
Probably, I keep telling her we need to get her on the radio here because she's really a great person. You're right. You know, a lot of people. The main two things as far as the walker that you get people from New Hampshire, East Coast area, was that Walker during the war was a multi-engine or kind of advanced pilot training. You get pilots that had already gone through pilot training.
Right.
They show up at Roswell, and they start putting them in a 2-engine aircraft because they're kind of getting ready to take these brand new pilots and convert them into multi-engine so they can leave Roswell and go to B-24s, B-17s, and later B-29s.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And they train bombardiers. So you had places around Roswell where you had little targets set up, and they dropped these bombs full of sand or concrete and stuff. And
matter of fact, and this is kind of the technology of today, if you go download the Google Maps app or the Google Earth or one of those, I can't remember what it is, and you start looking at satellite images of New Mexico and you start seeing little swastikas in the desert out here, it's those bombing ranges from World War II. That's what those bombardiers were using for target practice.
Outlines of boats. All kinds of stuff.
But if you few of them, you'll see little swastikas and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But all of that is from that history.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, I noticed you had a few of them in your
the Roswell 250 magazine.
The Roswell 250 magazine, mostly put together, I believe, by Juliana Halverson, but I know you used to get stacks of them. You probably can pick one up at Pioneer Bank, at least on the North Pioneer Bank.
And we've got a few here in the office if you want to come up and pick them up. I believe you'll have them at the Visitor Center, too. I believe they do have copies at the Visitor Center.
Yeah. And we have a few of them out at the base at the museum. But on page 38, for example, of this magazine is an article about the history kind of the aircraft associated with Roswell.
Yeah. It's a great article, too, if you haven't read it.
That was put together basically by Carolyn Brooks, and she should have been listed first. And then I was asked by Juliana and some other people to add some of the Walker aircraft stuff to it.
Put some of the military stuff.
Add my name to it, but anyway, it's good.
It's a great article.
Couple page, good article on.
And that's just one of many in that magazine, by the way.
Yeah,
this thing's got a lot of really cool information in there. I highly recommend people pick one up. If you're local, if you're not local, it's just got a lot of cool information in it. It's just good to have.
Stuff on Goddard.
And it's, by the way, it's a really well quality magazine. I was messing with Juliana. I was like, y'all have to pay some money for this. This is top quality paper right here.
I stole 6 copies and mailed them to my sister and my 2 cousins that were raised in Roswell High School. And Linda Whalen, who was high school graduate with me, and a few other people. It's just like, and I've gotten calls back like, wow, thank you for sending that, because it had a lot of good history about Roswell.
It does. If
you were raised here, it's a good thing to have. And
pick one up around. If you can. I highly recommend it. I enjoy ours. I've enjoyed looking through ours. So.
Yeah. By the way, we got, the October 3rd, a little ways off. But
yes.
First Saturday in October, we're going to have Roswell Museum Day.
Yes, they are. This is back again, and I believe it's 8 different museums in 7 different locations. And I think that's, quote me on that.
I was trying to figure out the number of museums.
Yeah.
How'd you get 8? What about the Roswell What is it going to do?
Well, the museum, the Roswell Museum is going to be, but I think they're going to be at either the Anderson or one of the other museums.
Okay.
There's the Toy Museum downtown, I think.
That's the one I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, McBride at NMMI.
Right.
Anderson Museum, the Miniatures and Curiosities, the Historical Society.
And then UFO Museum.
And UFO Museum, yes.
Right.
And of course, Walker Aviation Museum was part of that, too. And on that day you'll get a little passport. In advance or that day, and then you visit all of the museums on the list in that day. You turn in your passport, and they'll have prizes and things like that. But it's a day to kind of really entice locals to see what's in your own backyard.
Right.
Now, the one usually caveat is the UFO Museum, because they are a museum that caters to out-of-towners more so.
Right.
I mean, all of our museums do, but that's kind of their bread and butter. They charge people and things. That day, it will be free to locals if you have the passport, but you can't get the passport you can get the passport at all the museums except for the UFO.
Right.
But we'll get into more of this later, but they're generally how that works. But coming up in October, that is coming up again. It's an awesome thing. So
they have a planning meeting today at 10 o'clock at Anderson Museum. So
gotcha.
I know Jennifer's going, and Doug Weiser, our president's going.
Good deal. See, you got to bring food.
I used to be the only one going, and I'd show up, and it'd just be ladies there and me. And so I told Jennifer, you need to go. I mean, because she really fit right into that group. So
I figure if Doug goes, they're like, hey, did you bring any pizza or bring in any, some burgers or something?
Yeah, as long as Doug's been our new president, if we don't meet at the museum, we meet at
Pasta Cafe. That's a great place to meet.
What a bummer, right?
Next thing you know, entire Walker Aviation Museum board gains 20 pounds due to.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's because of our new president.
Our board picture, we all gained 10 pounds since last year. That's pretty funny.
Let me mention our current board members: Doug Weiser, president; myself, Allie Bishop is our treasurer; Katie Yates, Sandy Correa, Bob Donnell, Juliana Halverson, Jerry Cloffer, Steve Miller, Peggy Boland, works with STEM stuff. Jennifer Adams is who I've been mentioning. Josh Bootson, Brad Stewart, Jeff Murphy, and our latest guy is Tomas Jankowski.
Oh, yeah.
Jankowski.
Yeah.
He's great.
Matter of fact, we're going to meet him later this week. He's a doctor, and he also is part of a stroke support group and everything else. And
he's great.
He's going to join us on the radio later this week for a different thing.
Our mission statement is to educate and inspire all generations concerning the history and legacy of Walker Air Force Base, and encourage our youth to explore careers in science, technology, engineering, and math, with an emphasis on aviation.
Yeah, that's the other side of this, where you really work with youth and folks to teach young people about career opportunities in STEM. Of course, a lot of it is air industry and all that, but really you guys focus on pretty much every STEM-related job in southeast New Mexico, from oil field to aviation to everything in between there. But you also have the flight simulators, too. Legitimately, if people are interested in becoming pilots, they have simulators that actually qualify you towards flying hours and things like that.
Yeah, they're really good Lockheed software. Thanks to Xcel Energy, we got those grants. Because of our size, we only have capability of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So when we have a group of kids come out, when I say kids, young adults, 13 to 18, we try to push careers for them. And when people walk in and they're from the East Coast or whatever, I say, you can go on our website and find a bunch of stuff I'll talk about here in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask them, have you ever heard of the website onetonline.org? They go, no. I said, well, it lists 1,016 careers alphabetically, and each one of those you can touch it and get about 10 to 15 pages of information on that career. They go, wow. I said, for one thing, that it includes STEM stuff, but it also includes everything: welding, wood, working.
If you want to be hands-on or more, exactly.
Yeah, so it's something that you can look through, and it's kind of like stuff we didn't have when I was in high school, but you can look through that list of 1,016 and go, wow, I didn't even know that was a career.
Yeah.
You know. And
well, and let's face it, there's so much out there. Like when we were young.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't know all this stuff was out here. And now that the world, it's really, like, this is the thing I love about, what you guys do, too. If there's, youth out there or anyone that really wants to pursue, like, even if it's air or not, just that's what you guys do. If you pilots, air industry, obviously, we want to get more people in that industry. You all see the world we live in. And how many days do you see the ground delays, and near this? That's because there's the lack of qualified personnel in the industry across the board, from pilots to air traffic controllers to maintenance to ticket takers and everything in between. And so this is great to kind of steer people to see the benefits of this industry and those, and not to mention oil field and all the other STEM related.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
but it's really and for all you buffs of history, they got a bunch of stuff on videos and things on if you want to watch a lot of stuff on the Enola Gay or Memphis Belle for that matter, or any when it comes to military history and area history, you've got a lot of links to a lot of great stuff there too.
Usually when all of us do different things, but right now it's a 31-inch, but we're getting ready to put a big one, a big 65-inch TV screen up. But anyway, I usually run the YouTube entitled The Enola Gay B-29 Superfortress / Bomber That Dropped the Atomic Bomb, narrated by Gary Sinise. It's a 1 hour and 28-minute long YouTube. So if you're out there and you want to watch that, it gives you the history of the B-29 development, the history of the pilot and how Paul Tibbets became a pilot rather than a doctor. He was like 12 years old, and his dad was selling candy and different items, and this guy came in to introduce a brand new candy bar called the Baby Ruth. So he got to ride for 1 week in the back seat of a biplane, flying over fairgrounds, throwing
Baby Ruth
throwing them out for people on the fairgrounds there. And after a week, man, he was hooked on flying. So.
Nice. And Baby Ruth, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
And chocolate and peanuts.
That's right. Brand new candy bar.
That's pretty good. But that's what you've got a ton of that, and this is something. If folks are out there listening and you're thinking, I'm kind of a history buff, I love this kind of stuff, and maybe if you're retired or have some time in your hands, they're always looking for more volunteers to serve as docents. The hours work around the flying schedule right now, but with more volunteers, we can expand those hours and at some point offer like regular 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday, whatever type hours that is, but that can only happen with more volunteers.
Well, good thing at least we have 5 volunteers right now. And so Jennifer Adams does Mondays, and then got Bob Donnell usually does Tuesday, Steve Miller does Wednesdays, and Allie Bishop does Thursdays, and then I do Fridays.
Gotcha.
And I was giving Allie Bishop, I said, what, 36 visitors or whatever it was, and I had 3 the day before, or whatever, 7 or something. I said, I need why don't you make a mask of yourself so they see you.
You draw more.
Attractive ladies, let's go in there and visit this place. No. But I had a bunch of visitors the other day, so it just kind of depends.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how some days you got actually people waiting to get in, and a lot of great people with some interesting backgrounds to talk to. It makes it really worthwhile. Just like you'll have one guy or one woman to come in and you'll talk to them for off and on 10 or 15 minutes, and you think, wow, this was worth the trip out here today just to hear
about
that person's story and history of what's going on.
It's really neat. And then on occasion, too, you'll get, because of, the many lives that base and everything has impacted over the years, you'll get generations of family members coming back to visit. Hey, my grandfather served here, or my dad was served here. I was here as a 3-year-old or whatever, that you hear all those kind of stories all the time.
Yeah, a guy came in the other day and he said, well, my dad or my granddad was a B-36 mechanic, So I went ahead and I kind of stopped that Enola Gay Super Fortress video and I have another one that's 7 minutes long, and it's Jimmy Stewart, I think, and getting into B-36, and it's for 7 minutes long, and it shows it. It's a section out of the movie Strategic Air Command.
Okay.
And it shows him kissing his wife, saying, "Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes," and he goes in, walks up to the airplane, and it shows all the airplane inside and all the instruments.
Yeah.
The 6, reciprocating propeller engines and the 4 jet engines.
Right.
And then it takes off and is flying low level over. And that could have been Roswell because it was kind of the way it was when they were here.
It kind of looked like that. The
kind of looked like
topography kind of fit the mold there a little bit.
So he gets a chance wow, that's what my grandfather worked on.
Yeah. Some of those planes back in that day, boy howdy. They were massive.
My mother, bless her heart, she didn't like that too well because come over our house. We lived on South Adams, which made it, I could walk to Roswell High School, from there. But sometimes if they're using the north-south runway and coming over, that plane would be just, climbing out and it'd vibrate things off of my mother's piano top. So she learned not to put stuff on any type of slant.
Odds are it's ended up on the ground.
It's an example where people in Roswell grew up with the sound of freedom all the time over your head, flying around.
It's living on a base or living near a base. That's just how it is. Of course, when I was in the military in the Air Force, and they would, of course, I worked a lot of the night shift, but I remember, you'd hear them running. A lot of times they'd be running up jet engines and stuff in the middle of the night. They have a hangar designed to do all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they did that at 2 a.m. And so it wasn't super loud, but loud enough where you can be out, you can hear. It's just the sound you kind of got used to. But no, the loudest I ever had was Italy when we were bombing Kosovo in '99, and we were at Aviano, and we were in Tent City. Our tent city was literally right next to the runway. I mean, literally, I could go out my tent, turn around, and watch airplanes launching. Yeah. And when you're bombing things, planes don't stop landing and taking off. So 24/7, all day, you're just...
At Beale, I lived in base housing in the SR-71 would take off and immediately, climb to 26,000 feet and refuel. And never took off with a full load of fuel. But it would come over your house with these 30-foot long afterburners, flames coming out of the back end, kind of rumbling over. So you kind of got used to that.
Yeah. Well, and when you see multi-aircraft at a place like that, you get hot dogs and you get this and that. And you, like the F-15 guys, they all like to do their little vertical takeoff thing. And so they go full burner out. And then you see the 117s, and because their way they're designed, they eat up more runway than a C-5. They're just not. And so when they're in Aviano, they were one of the, because in Europe, a lot of bases have what's called tail watchers, and they hang out at the end of runways and bases and things and look at air. Well, the way Aviano Air Base is set up, there's where the end of the runway is, there's the fence, and then it's civilian territory, property. And so most of the jets are up and out by the time, but the 117s, they needed every inch of that runway, so they're tree-topping over these guys.
Oh, man.
And so I just literally would watch our stealths take off.
I didn't realize that.
And then watch, like, it looked like the paparazzi at the end of the taking off, especially when the stealth was full tank of gas, 4,000 pounds of ordnance. It needed every inch of runway to get off the ground. It just was not the wobbling goblin. That was the nickname for the F-117.
The wobbling goblin. I never heard that before.
Yeah. But anyway, I got aside.
Also, like I did before, I just 8 interesting books that I've just finished reading a while back. As Countdown 1945 with Chris Wallace. Everybody knows about Chris Wallace.
Oh, yeah.
And the Enola Gay is another book out by Gordon Thomas. World War II 100. That's really interesting. It's kind of ranking the most influential figures of World War II. 1 through 100, and of course Hitler is in there number 1 or something like that.
Well, I mean, without Hitler, there's no World War II. He's got to be in there.
Yeah, and it was about 2.5, 3 pages per person.
Right.
And you learn about a lot of people like, wow, I never heard of that person, and he did important stuff.
Sure.
The killing of Patton with Bill O'Reilly, the killing of killing the Rising Sun, how America vanquished World War II Japan, that also by Bill O'Reilly.
Be honest, if you love history books, Bill O'Reilly's got some really good, from Lincoln to, he writes, I think it's technically historical fiction. I think technically, because I think some of the characterizations and the way he does it's kind of fictionalized.
Yeah.
But as far as the events and how it takes place and all that, that's pretty spot on.
Very knowledgeable guy. I didn't realize he was into that. Bombs Away, B-17 pilots, small part in a big war. Inside the Cold War, a Cold War warrior's reflections, and the Bomber Mafia. Now, that was recommended to me by Bill Owens' brother.
Okay.
And he just happened to come into the museum. I just thought he was some guy hanging around. Come to find out, he's a 3-star general, retired.
He knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
Have you read The Bomber Mafia? And I go, no. It's by Malcolm Gladwell. And it kind of talks about, how America started out trying to just bomb targets that were, like ball bearing factories, and tire factories, whatever. And they were kind of competing then with, like, General LeMay, who kind of said, what we got to do is just bomb the cities and stuff like that. Got over, Marianas and Saipan and Tinian and stuff, and he just, instead of just trying to hit targets at high altitude, found out that when you're trying to drop a bomb with a Norton bomb sight and you got right on the target, boom, you release the bomb, and the B-29s were flying around 30,000 feet. That bomb, unfortunately, went through a jet stream before it hit the ground, and it would scatter all over the place. So he ended up having the B-29s fly at lower level with incendiary bombs and just, took out entire cities like Tokyo and stuff.
Oof.
But it was kind of a situation where America was trying not to kill civilians.
Right.
And just, hit just the targets and
strategic targets.
So you could cause them not to be able to conduct war. And it ended up, unfortunately, being a different way around on that. So
And bomb technology was way different.
Yeah.
Like now we have smart bombs that you can guide through. Right. Then it was carpet bombing.
They're showing you on the TV all the time.
Yeah.
How just a truck or a building's there and then it boom blows
Yeah, they
up.
can literally, either through satellite or laser guided, now more satellite than laser, but they could literally be like, look, I want that building. I want the bomb to go through the third window on the left of the second floor.
That's
and
right.
They'll have it do exactly that.
Never, ever happened in World War II. No, that's true.
And now they'll tell you the accuracy is within like 6 to 12 feet, depending on, I think laser was like 6 feet, satellite was 12, and this was 20 years ago back when I was doing it. I'm sure it's way different now.
I think what's really changed the whole thing on military is the drone technology.
Oh, yeah, that's another world now. That was, that all entered after I left, but yeah.
I just read an article yesterday about school security. If somebody was in doing stuff, they can launch a bunch of little drones running down the hallway doing stuff to see kind of what's happening and where.
Well, I know the RPD, like I've watched them launch like a drone out of the RPD office over here.
Uh-huh.
Like I've been sitting out here in the parking lot, and all of a sudden there's bzzz, and look and see this drone literally taking off like a helicopter over the RPD, and then it goes off
somewhere else
on patrol or whatever.
Yeah.
So that doesn't surprise me. So. But there was something else I was going to... I do want to steer people to your website to learn more about
absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
www.wafbmuseum.org. That's short for Walker Air Force Base Museum. .org. There, all those videos and things we were talking about, you can find links to that. If you want to learn more about the mission and all that. If you'd like to donate to the museum, there is a link to do that there as well, too. It is free to tour the museum. They do ask, if you'd like to, if you enjoyed your time there, to leave a donation, but you don't have to, and don't feel obligated to. But if you'd like to help out, that's how the museum keeps the doors open and everything else.
One of the things I do, I have this sheet of paper that kind of drew up to kind of talk about what we're just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You got somebody from wherever, and I said, you got any, I have to be careful because I mentioned, you got any kids that are 13 to 18?
Got any young children?
They say, well, maybe I have some grandkids.
Right.
But anyway, I tell you, a funny thing happened to me that when you're 83 years old and you walk up to a lady, you're not sure, how old she is. And I thought maybe she was 17, 18 years old, and an attractive young lady. And I said, do you have a career? I mean, have you decided what to do? And she said, and she was kind of smiling, and I was saying, I got this stuff on career information for, 13 to 18-year-olds.
Right.
She says, I'm the principal of a elementary school in Hagerman. I said, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So you're still looking, or
trying to still figure out what you want to do?
Well, I'm sure she was flattered.
Yeah, at least that was at least you're
hey,
right.
when she's mistaken for a student, that's a good day. I'm sure she had a kick in her step at the end of that day.
But anyway, like you said, I handed this piece of paper to people and told them about WAFBmuseum.org.
Yeah.
And I said, go ahead and select education when you open up that website. And I said, you can actually on your smartphone or a computer, you can play No Regrets, How to Choose a College Major, Developing a Venn Diagram. Okay, fine. And then you also have 12 videos, Career in Aviation, Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell Aviation Maintenance Technician Program, A Day in the Life of a Wind Turbine Engineer, Crumlin Auto Group, an auto mechanic program, Energy Careers and Career Cluster, a video series, Oil Well Worker Career Video, What does a registered nurse do, and some Air Force recruiting videos that are fairly short, aerospace ground equipment, air traffic control, electronics principles, and geospatial intelligence. And the final one is a CIA recruiting video called A Day in the Life at CIA. And I put that in here because a lot of the science magazines I take started having big full-page ads on the back of the magazine by the CIA.
Yeah.
They're trying to hire, a lot of people having STEM-type education.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've seen enough James Bond movies. They need those guys that make the Aston Martin and make all the gadgets for 007 there.
And especially, if you're from the Roswell area, there's a couple things. But anyway, and then I have a list on this website of 50 additional YouTube videos you could find, but you can't click on. You have to go find them and watch them. 33 aviation videos recommended. So you want just something about airplanes or being a pilot or something like that, you can watch. Then you come across an area that says professional pilot training. And what it is 38 videos listed, and it gives you 12 hours of professional ground training. And this is a company that does this, and starts out with introduction to flying, aircraft structure, principles of flight, aerodynamics of flight, three of those actually, flight controls, aircraft systems, and flight instruments, on and on and on. A person can get totally all the ground school out of the way by just watching what's on that website.
You're halfway to being a expert on just the.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about those flight simulators.
Mm-hmm.
It's set up for like a Cessna right now, and you get a pilot coming in, getting ready to fly to Dallas or whatever, and just kind of looking around. And you mentioned like that. It's, oh, okay, fine. I said, well, you can select, a 747 flying into Istanbul, Turkey at 9 o'clock at night in the rain, and in all your cockpit,
right,
and your windows and your view outside will look like 9 o'clock at night in the rain. And he goes, oh wow, okay, or an F-22, or whatever.
Now that's where I imagine some of I imagine some of these guys like, yeah, I'm used to flying heavies. Put me in a 22, please.
Yeah, that's right.
Like literally, like saying, you drive a minivan every day. Let me put you in this Ferrari real quick.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's true.
That's kind of like what you're saying there.
That's right.
Anyway, we're running a little short on time here, but folks, if you have any question or anything, please don't hesitate to check out the website again, wafbmuseum.org. Come by. Like you said, about 9:30 to about 12:30 or so, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, yeah.
Come on by and you can see the museum, and if you certainly want to learn more and talk to, some people like to talk to people. You're like, I want to go to a website and I'll learn, but I want to talk to people. Come down during those hours and you can talk to volunteer. And
if you're a homeschooler and you know some other homeschoolers, if you want to get together as a group and coordinate with us, give us a couple week notice and come on out, and we can spend a couple, 3 hours learning about the history of Walker Air Force Base, and also getting a flight simulator.
Absolutely.
And get to watch all these videos I just listed a while ago.
I know, like I said, you're getting back to school, but if you have youth groups and stuff, want to set up after school or, other time to set up tours or group things like that, please, that they love doing that stuff. And who knows, every once in a while things like that happen too, where during the school year we're like I know in the past, like Navy's come into town to do some training and stuff, and I think like some of the kids from like All Saints or some of the other schools get to come out and like literally see the refueling planes, and kind of it's pretty, they get to literally hang off the wings for a little bit. It's kind of neat. So
that's right.
Those opportunities happen all the time to the museum.
And we said if you wanted to volunteer and be with our group, you can ask any of us that work out there. Some days it's kind of quiet, but some days it's extremely fun and interesting to talk to people that come in. That we get, Coast Guard guys come in, Navy guys, Army, Marines, stuff, and they have some very interesting stories to tell.
Yeah.
And it's just really kind of a fun time to do that.
Do you ever see these active duty guys? And then you look at them, and then you look like, did I look that young when I was in there?
I know. You do what?
Right. I look at some of the guys are like, did I look like that guy when I was that age? You look like a boy. Anyway.
That's true.
Yeah. Robert, is there anything we missed? Did we get it all?
Well, no. There's about 4 or 5, 10 pages of stuff here I can talk about.
Any highlights you want to make sure we cover before we wrap up here?
I just recommend people, go to the website.
Yeah.
And hit education and find some stuff there. If you got kids or cousins or church group people, whatever, you could kind of help them kind of focus on some careers, and but also some information on aircraft, and try to go to Pioneer Bank and pick you up one of those American 250 Roswell.
A visitor center, or come here, or a lot of places they've got them.
And also those folks that came in from England on those over-the-horizon radar.
Yeah.
They put that article in here.
Oh, cool. So you can read about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about a year ago or so, and it was last year when that happened.
They were really great, because I think Juliana, somebody contacted them and said, would you write up a little article and we'll put it in this magazine, because it talks about some of the history that a lot of people don't know about Roswell.
Mm-hmm.
That they had these, places where they had these special radars that were set up over the horizon to see when the Soviets were setting off atomic weapons and stuff like that. So
we were in the secret squirrel world.
That's right. That's right.
That stuff. As always, appreciate the visit. We'll see you next month, and
absolutely
stay cool.
Okay.
Because that's easier said than done today. And folks, come out to the museum. Come out today. While you're there, have lunch. They got delicious lunch out there as well, too, while you're checking it out. So,
yeah.
Good deal. Well, thank you. As always, we'll see you next time.
Okay.
Communicate smarter with printers, IT support, AV, and more. Ready to elevate your message and cut costs? Call 888-386-7834 or visit dsinn.com today.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. Let's talk Goddard Rockets football, as the Rockets last year were 7-5 overall, 4-3 in district. They will start off the season against Lovington on the road on August the 21st. That's a 7 p.m. start. The Rockets have some players back, including their quarterback. Nate Vasquez was only a sophomore last year, threw for 1,480 89 yards and 17 touchdowns. That's a good place to start. Now, other guys didn't have that many statistics offensively, but they got some playing time. Isaiah Montoya was a junior. He had 243 yards rushing. Wide receiver Jose Porras was a junior. He had 348 yards receiving. That's actually pretty impressive. Angel Angel Mesa, I should say, junior, was in on 46 tackles last year, third on the team. He was a junior. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
Hey, Roswell, time is running out to cash in on some of the biggest savings of the season. The loan and lease termination sales event is happening right now at Roswell Ford. Drive away with a truckload of savings in a brand new Ford F-Series pickup with financing as low as 0% APR and make no payments for 90 days. Upside down in your current car, truck, or SUV and want out early? Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to get you out of your trade, even if you owe up to $10,000 more than it's worth. Have less than perfect credit? Roswell Ford works with a network of aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Get on board at Roswell Ford during our loan and lease termination event and get huge savings on all new F-Series trucks, America's top selling pickup in each of the past 49 years. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell.